use the thumbnail that I have. I can't use the thumbnail I have because it's larger than 2 megabytes. So I need to figure that out real quick.
Yes, sir. They're gonna go right at it.
I need to figure that out real quick.
In the interview, you know, it's like, so, you know, is there anything you can use to take him down? You know, learned about his weaknesses. Sven's like, yeah, I got him downloaded. And Berserker's like, no, he's pretty smart. And Sven's like, crap, wait, I feel bad now. You know,
it's like, oh, he's actually just going to compliment me. Well, Brad. All right, we're into draft. Let's see what we've got here as Ziggs, Jace, and Rumble banned out by LYON. Respect towards the APA. Ziggs.
Okay, I got it.
We've got the Malphite, Akali, and Varus banned out by C9, with Azir for C9 being answered by, you said it, man, the Knockwave combo. Ori and Nocturne here for LYON.
Yeah, that is such a...
Have you used that thumbnail before? No, not for this. Not for LCS.
It is unavoidable. The question is,
not for LCS. I just put it together now.
You know, are they on the same page? How's the comms going to be in those situations?
Okay, we're good. The YouTube stream is live, and it should be fixed.
Obviously, really powerful engagement.
Should be good. Oh, little buffer.
The Nocturne ult, the Jarvan
right,
ult.
then there is the situation of...
The one that they super snowballed. He got ahead early thanks to some, you know, roams from APA, some good skirmishing with his team.
Of the red thing in the top left.
Slam that home, and now it is going to be Dokla taking the Renekton. Obviously a powerful blind, but it is also a really good takeaway from Thanatos. Thanatos is known as the lane.
Yep, I'm thinking that these are the two best teams in NA. I have a feeling. LYON last week, they did have that really awkward series. I would call it awkward, right? It wasn't as clean as it really should have been in some of the finer details of closing out, especially Game 2. But it's not the worst in the world.
Some of the things like this are tripping me out. Last week there's some weird client stuff going on. Last week I thought there was all kinds of crazy role swaps because in the client it showed that everyone had swapped their champions, and then we got in the game and no one had swapped their champions.
You want to know how to actually be comfortable with this? Just acknowledge to yourself deeply and personally that you're going insane. And then you can just chill the entire time.
But very standard draft so far, nothing crazy.
Cool.
There is a purple elephant in this room.
Yeah,
and that's totally normal.
You know what? This is just another day at the office. We got ourselves some marksman bands coming out from C9. Since they already have the Corki down there for Sven, they'll take Yunara off the table. Meanwhile, LYON, with that blind Renekton that you talked about, they want to get rid of a couple good responses.
Okay.
For Thanatos, they will remove the
I mean, Thanatos, I think, still has... Well, it's technically like 4 top lane bans. What do they end up doing here? I think for Berserker, it's just probably Ezreal, right? Yeah, there you go. But what does Thanatos want to do here? Could go something like Mega Neutralizing. Probably something like Ornn. But I feel like if you put Thanatos on something that's not like a bully like that, you're just kind of wasting him. And Besser is obviously a horrible matchup.
Vulcan is going to be having to blind his support.
I'm really trying to think. Am I missing something really obvious? Does my ill brain not allow me to Aurora? Yes. Okay. And then if you blind Nautilus, then it's like you can't really go Karma super happily. But you can do it. I think Naut is probably just the best blind here.
Really well, and ended up being just about dead even. So we'll see how Dokla can actually withstand this pressure, because that can be super tough as far as that 1v1 is concerned.
The thing that I usually worry about if I see Aurora as the top laner is, does the team have enough of a front?
Yeah, we got the co-stream. Nami blind. Okay, so they're just saying, you know what, we think you're gonna go Karma anyway. Let's go something scaling that's gonna have kind of crazy 2v2. Alright, and then they just kind of end up handshaking it. Sure. Alright, chat. Ads. I need to run them. I'm going to run a minute and a half of ads. I'll see you in 90 seconds. Once we get into game, they'll be done, and it's just for the previews for when people come in. They don't get ads, so I'm going to run those now. Guys, first LCS co-stream. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. And I'll run predictions too.
The traditional go buttons of, you know, Nautilus and the support style, but of course you have Knockwave as a potential hard engage on one side. The threat of that Renekton flank is obviously that much higher when you have Nocturne ult to turn off the wards, turn off the lights, and then it's really just going to be about potential playmaking from.
All right, get your predictions in. Get your channel point predictions in. There you go. Gamba is up. Gamba is live.
and more, I'm just expecting him
Gamba
to
is
just ult in,
live.
Aurora ult comes over the top, Nami ult comes over the top. Like, all of these AoE tools are just going to get fired in and try to create chaos.
I'm just trying to get the
in this
telestrator
play
tool
as well.
working.
And I feel like I talked
Killing
about
folks,
this
thanks so much for the prime.
Jarvan locked in. I love seeing
Thank you.
early active Jarvan gaming, and especially in a matchup like this, where what you're talking about is a front line that's not really there to stick around and see the outcome of everything, but rather just start it off.
There we go.
I want to see early active plays from Blabber that much more.
Okay, my telestrator tool is up. So I think what I'm going to do is do something like this.
You don't get to use your flag to get
Yeah.
back.
Yeah, absolutely true. I mean, it is one of those champions that can be very snowbally one way or the other. Jarvan can look really oppressive from ahead, and from behind, you are just kind of a gold delivery service. You know,
Yeah.
you're not doing a lot. As we can see, Inspired going up towards this top side, just trying.
Cheeky
to
attempt
see if
at a
we get little
chunk.
bit of a
I'm just going to quickly...
his ward that he dropped as well. So gonna drop his ward
chat,
in
I'm
that side
very
lane
quickly
rush.
going
It's
to
really
change the
important in these
window. I'm
ranges
doing
to make a matchup
this
so you have that ward, because otherwise what happens is Santos will
so
actually just
that I
sit
can
in
have
that
the
side rush
replay
and jump in and out,
ready.
dropping aggro from the minions over
Did
and
that?
over and over. So
Nope.
Inspired goes up top, hits a Q on
That.
Thanatos, drops a
Yeah.
ward for his top laner.
Oh, and it's hot swapped back to the... Alright, I'll fix that later.
In that 1v1.
Exactly.
Because I have to lock it in a weird way.
Especially if you're not super worried about a crazy level 1, any kind of invade here, then you don't really feel too bad about throwing the ward up there in the alcove anyway. APA versus Saint here in the mid lane. APA winning player of the week last week. I think he had a really strong performance, and I think a lot of
Okay,
people were
level 1 looks rougher than it is. You have to remember there's
switching
obviously
environment over to C9 from TL, especially with 2025 feeling like
some
more of a
sustain here for
regressive
Vulcan
year
and
for
Sven.
APA compared to what we saw in 24.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. I think it was a huge performance from him. You know, really well-deserved player of the week. And to do it against the person who replaced you, the team that replaced you, I think is really, really cool.
Thanatos has that early lane control.
Yeah,
They are
APA,
expecting
like...
from the Aurora, so
APA
Douglas
grittied
just
all
gonna
over
be-
TL
make sure you can
and Quid
survive,
last week.
make sure you're relevant here.
I'm
Once
excited
it
to see
gets
what
to
he'll
the
do
bigger
here
team
against
fight,
Saint.
both of our
Saint
top
was
laners
like
do have
very
that
underrated
common
player last
combat
year.
Summoner spell option here. They are both going with the normal style of teleport
Very big
versus waiting
trade.
on the quest to complete. So for Dokla, he just needs to stick around in lane as long as he can, so at least there's something of value on that first buy.
Yeah, exactly. You're just really trying to withstand the onslaught. In these
Rats
matchups,
are on
you
soul
have to
point?
be careful
Oh, hell no.
You know, what minions you're fighting
They
for
are
and
not
what
throwing
minions
that
you're
game,
going
surely.
against. You cannot afford to lose too much HP. Does miss the cannon, that sucks. Miss the range minion as well, but you know, we touched on it earlier. Sven versus Berserker. These guys have a lot of history together. Played together for quite a while on Cloud9. You know, he first came here in 2022. Sven swapped to support for him. You know, he was obviously an AD carry main his entire career previous to that. But these guys did really, really well. Average finish 1.33, so almost always, you know, up in that first place range. They won 2 titles. They got, you know, top all-pro positions. And then Sven did move on, left Dignitas, returned to that AD carry position. Berserker then stayed with Cloud9 for a little bit before then moving on to the LCK, joined the DN Freaks. Obviously doing a lot worse post-breakup, but let's be honest, he was on a much worse team in the LCK, and the LCK is a very hard league. So
It's a pretty
Yeah, Berserker was in hell, man.
compete in professional
Berserker
league.
was in hell.
turns out they've won a couple titles.
It
too.
felt really bad.
Turns out they
Oh,
might
I need to sort out the multi chat. Just 1 second. I completely forgot because I'm multi streaming.
Yeah, stuff.
Okay,
Yeah.
where did the multi chat
But
doc
you know,
pop up?
Berserker, I think, still showed some pretty impressive
Hello?
games individually in the LCK, and excited to have him back here in the league. And I know LYON, their fans are really excited to have him here
What?
as well. Definitely part of.
Oh, no,
of what
that's
people are
multiple
kind of calling
output.
This super team that LYON has put together. Obviously, you got Inspired. He was the LTA Player of the Year.
There
last
we go.
year. Too many. He is not only the best Western jungler, he is the best Western player, period. And you were able to grab him. You were able to bring in Berserker. You were able to bring in Saint. It's a lot of firepower here for LYON. And the question to a lot of people was kind of like, you know, how is the team going to mesh? Are they going to work really well together quickly?
The intangibles.
Exactly. And there's been, you know, so much excitement from the LATAM community talking about this team. And you know, just kind of like, hey, we have a team as LATAM that is representing us here in the LCS, that has a chance to win a title, that has a chance to really do some damage. So a lot of their fans are just super excited about that.
Yeah, and why wouldn't you be? Like you're saying, these caliber of players, super high, the opportunity, the ceiling there, the
Really?
hypothetical
Aw.
achievements this team could
Both being very
their way
wholesome
to.
Chunguses.
Very, very powerful stuff. As Dokla up here in that top lane is still down a couple of waves worth of farm, and Thanatos is just continuing to make the laning phase miserable for him here with the Aurora. Just zones him all the way away. And honestly, nothing super wild in any of our lanes happening just yet, although you can see the EXP bars on your screen. Solo laners are getting very close to those ultimate points. A lot of times, particularly against these immobile mages, Azir will go in with the shuffle as soon as he hits level 6, force out the flash, and then the jungler knows, okay, as soon as that shuffle's ready to go again, that's when we make the real move.
Yeah, people meme about these kind of roams, you know, like Vulcan on the Nami, roams mid.
Ooh.
You know, the Nami gank is kind of a meme, but at the same time, he had nothing else to do bot. He just walks mid, throws out one heal that's like +1 potion for free. You know, that just creates this little bit of an advantage there. Dokla is getting cooked in this matchup, though. He's now down 20 CS. He has no TP. The wave was really bad for him. Nice bubble lance.
Yeah, that's a good.
Do they know Inspired's there? I mean, it's only a Nocturne.
Nothing else for C9 to do, so they're not going to pursue this any further. Just a quick.
Blabber's getting crab top.
See the ward in the dragon pit that has been placed from C9 will make them aware.
They'll know that Drake's happening too.
Fired the Duskbringer towards the objective, and honestly, 5:45, pretty early first Drake start.
Gonna be able to start that up pretty early. This first plate might actually
Pretty
get
chill.
lost by Thanatos as he base. No, I think just barely it's gonna stay up. Has like legit 1 auto of health.
Ooh, Sven takes a lot of damage there. Down to
They actually managed to force them off. Wow.
Is going to keep him around
Because they know Jarvan's on the way as well, and Blabber's level 6.
Blabber is level 6 on the Jarvan, inspired 3/4
Very
of
good.
the way to
Oh.
the ultimate himself.
Oh, this is so smart, actually. No? You don't want it?
Here,
Guys, I think this is super free, no?
Still hanging around. Isles and Berserker still far enough forward. There might be an opportunity here for Blabber. Meanwhile, APA going.
They're looking bot. There was a flash from Blabber on the EQ. They're probably going to get Berserker something here. Or does he still have E? He's still at E. Alright. Really good stuff, Blabber. Lovely. He will lose a... Oh god, how many camps will he lose top?
Make a move on APA. Wave crashing into the turret right now. APA almost entirely out of mana, very low on.
See, here's the thing though. Home guards are so OP.
I
mean, Inspired has Smite.
Yeah, that was actually
I
really
I
close.
think Blabber gets here in time because of the home guards a bit too.
Been able to actually look for an instant ult
Yeah.
and just try to get him. But couldn't leech enough experience from mid lane there, so unfortunately not able to make it happen. And Blabber had enough time to get back.
Only lost the chicken camp for the Drake. Oh, for the
Right now, it's
bot
kinda
play
just a
even.
tale of two lanes, right? It's
Really
kinda
not
top
bad at all.
versus bot right now, it feels like, as Thanatos has a really big laning advantage on top side. Blabber, pretty big gold advantage with that kill that he's grabbing. Then Berserker on the other side is way ahead.
Okay, APA looking for Saint here yet again. And the other thing that I wanted to mention is the play down in the bottom lane. Blabber, it cost his flash to get that kill for C9, but his ultimate is still available. That's still a ton of playmaking to try to force something else right after. So I want to see if Blabber can really keep the tempo high here. Dokla back in lane now. No magic and
LR got Soul. Oh my god, are LR actually going to win?
in lane, you've got the Faded Ashes alongside the boots and the Dark
There's
Seal
just
picked up
no
for
way.
Thanatos' Aurora. You already pointed out the big CS discrepancy. It translates
There's
into
just
a
no way.
meaningful gold gap here as well of just under about 500. The only other gap in the game that is around that same level is Blabber, who got the first blood.
Yeah, and he has
Who's the new editor guy doing clips of the games? That he's in Twitch. His name is Christum. On Discord, he's the guy with like the lines in his name. LR got Baron as well. Oh my god.
You know, Inspired versus Blabber, pretty big matchup here in the LCS. You know, Blabber had been big dog on campus. He had been like the de facto #1 jungler for a long time in NA. But then in came River, in came Inspired, and it kind of stopped being true, right? You know, it started...
No king rules forever.
Exactly. You know, it started to be Blabber kind of falling down in people's perspective power rankings a little bit. This time, though, Blabber does have a good start, and we have to see, you know, can he actually turn this into something? These are the last 5 times these players have actually matched up as far as, you know, series play was concerned. Inspired did win 3 of them, but I know, you know, all time, the head-to-head is pretty heavily favored towards Inspired, and Blabber is looking to change that. You know, Blabber definitely wants to get back on top and try to reclaim his spot, you know, as the best jungler in the LCS, and there is a clear #1.
How'd you rate Isles?
Inspired, it doesn't really
He
matter
got like...
how you do against the other junglers. No one's gonna say you're better than Inspired, and no one's gonna say you're #1.
I think he got a little bit more social media hate than required. I don't think he's that good though.
Right, if you can't beat him, you've got a really shiny silver medal that you're making sure is certainly yours, but you're not going for the gold unless he's going
LR1.
to be in the rearview mirror. This is the guy you've got to pass
Gotta
up.
steal it from the champ.
Yeah, if you want to beat
Can't
the best,
believe
you
it.
got to beat the best. Cloud9 up 1,000 gold. First neutral objectives have been
Can't believe it, bro.
the other as LYON acquires the Hex Tech.
I'm gonna have to watch the back end of that game.
Go
Wow,
over
wow,
C9.
wow.
If Thanatos can keep building powerful leads in the side lane, the Grubs, of course, will be able to add a lot of extra value to the potential split push there of the Aurora. 95 versus
I can't believe it.
64 in the farm means that
When we left, I think they're only 2k gold down, to be fair, but
they're in the top lane head-to-head.
I don't know, the draft decisions that they made as well into LR, I just think were so silly.
Inspired does have his ultimate available. He is on that side of the map, but he's just clearing top to bottom through his camps.
Yeah, and the real problem against
He got hit by like 3 shockwaves with flash up.
It's so abusive in the 1v1. It's really hard to
Bomb
gank. Like, you can
clap.
go in and full send your ult as a Nocturne, and obviously you do have the stun from Renekton. Like, you have good ganks.
Well, shout out.
But Aurora can go invis, jump away, ult, bounce across the map. Like, it's really hard to lock down Aurora.
Okay.
Ooh, hold on, Blabber goes in here, wants to try to scrap with Inspired.
Surely this is...
But now Blabber is down to 40% HP. Inspired goes in, Cataclysm
Yeah,
back on
feels
top.
like a bit of a
Blabber
freebie.
low.
Oh.
Blabber is down. Inspired still fighting
Oh,
around.
the
They
heal
get
last
the
second.
second
Ah,
down.
shiver.
Shows
But this...
Bang.
Oh, he 1-for-1 with the Q.
Dies
Last
the
second.
end to bring the
Okay.
trade to a 2-for-1.
Okay. Hey.
Walked out, but he's
Hey,
taking
we'll
the
take
ward
it.
a little bit
We'll
greedy
take it.
there. But that spell shield,
We'll
he
take it.
spell shielded APA's ulti, and I think that was 100% intentional, 100% reacted to. That was beautiful.
Let's
And it's
go.
like that make him the best jungler in the league. Blabber decides to go in. You know,
Did he spell shield anything initially? No, he just had nothing to spell shield from frame 1 here on this play.
Has that quicker path. Once they have Blabber chunk down a little bit, they decide, you
And
know what,
Blabber has
let's
no
just
flash
go
from the
for it.
play
We're
bot.
gonna re-engage. Now watch the spell shield here. He tries to go in, turn it around. Beautiful play there from Inspired. Blocks that, gets the heal, and should have been able to get out.
Hold on, we're not done.
Whoa.
Continues here in the bottom lane. Isles
He
on the
can't get one more auto. Okay.
with the
Big.
fadeaway rocket.
Big. Oh, and the heal bounced. Berserker can win or...
Lady carry to the edge of death.
Last minion. 2v2. Okay. Big.
For Sven.
Big.
The support,
Big.
the prodigal
Big.
son
Let's go.
turned to AD carry, and he
Let's
showed
go.
Berserker how to play it.
Yeah, beautifully played there by Sven. Just
What's the win call on for C9 this game? Honestly, they don't really have like a crazy early game win con. It's just like strong side lanes. Azir Orianna is handshaking. They need to tank the Orianna Nocturne combos. Okay, so it started with the wave. We didn't quite see that initially. Yeah, they need to just tank the Orianna Nocturne combos, and then Thanatos needs to find good angles. And ideally, I think they need to be on objectives first. I think if they're not, it's really awkward for them. Good flash from Force from Saint. APA doesn't even have... Oh, he just did that to bait it out. So really, really good stuff. Hello, LCS co-streamer. Hello. I'm so happy. I'm so gassed, man. This is good. They can look to try and punish Saint on the next Drake timer, actually. But it depends on how LYON open up on the map here. Neither top laner has TP either, so it's just going to be a 4v4.
It's not like that gold lead has bled further and further since we checked on it earlier. It's kind of stabilized around this -30, -35 spot for Dokla. But with Leandri's Torment now completed for Thanatos, Dokla's only got upgraded shoes plus a baseline Tiamat. There's a pretty big power difference between these top laners if they both decide to show up for a draft.
Thank you, man. It's such a big deal. It's such a big deal for the stream, for the content. Yeah, man. I got LCS co-streaming, man.
We did show some stats from him earlier.
Shout out to C9. Obviously, you can see in the top right, we have our little banner. We are partnered with C9 for these co-streams. As far as I'm aware, I'm allowed to co-stream all of the games. But of course, major shout out to C9 for hooking me up.
It's a pretty tough situation to be in. Then you're blind picking the Renekton.
Yeah, it sucks about Zamudo, but just visa gap pay.
Thanatos has been the best laning top laner in the league, and you're playing against his counterpick Aurora. So
oh, they're looking bot for a play. A bit too far.
See if he can find something as this Corki Nami does start getting pretty oppressive. You know, the Triforce is done now. And this duo, once the mandate is there, really does become quite powerful. You just throw that Tidecaller's Blessing up. Sven just kind of moves forward and puts that pressure on them. And we talked about
We will put C9 in the hot spring, not the boiling water. Yes, exactly. No, bro, it wasn't even Dom. Like, I actually kind of made it a point to not reach out to Dom for it. Okay, let's go. No steal. APA shoves back 2. And Inspired has the flash. Okay. Good little sequence. Not bad. And because of the way that they shoved everyone off, they can go and hit bot tower, and they have 3 grubs too.
It's even better for them because Thanatos stayed top and just farm plates, right? So he's up there on the
Yeah,
top side.
that was just a really horrible sequence for LYON in general.
It's nearly 50 CS in the top lane now, 1.3k gold advantage.
Is Saint gonna like shockwave him? It's just a bit of a waste of time.
Shockwave there on Sven, but because the Nami is still nearby, Vulcan just heals him right back up, not really worried about it.
You want to prove your independence? Nah, honestly, I just didn't want to. To be honest, I didn't want to bother Dom. If I'm just being real.
You can see both junglers are around the area.
Yeah, I mean, that Orianna is really strong.
I didn't want to bother Dom. And I had a feeling I could get it without being like, hello bro, can you can you get me somewhere again? Because funnily enough, at LTA finals, I mean, to be fair, I could have asked anyone on the NA broadcast and it would have been fine. But his ass got me into the VIP section upstairs at the LTA finals. So I didn't want to feel like I was, you know, like perma-begging for stuff.
He's farmed a lot of plates on the top side. What is he going to be able to get done with that advantage?
Because that day, LTA finals, I was supposed to go with my partner, but she was really unwell, so she ended up staying home. And so I was at the LTA finals pretty much by myself, and everyone I knew was upstairs in the VIP section. Equal opportunity nepotism. Yes, exactly. Okay. As long as they're out, it's fine. Good bubble. Orianna Nocturne Shockwave. I'm not going to connect. And the Herald reset. Oh my god, it's the worst of all worlds, actually. And now C9 can re-engage. Okay. Shockwave was good onto the front line. Blabber's dead. I think Leon can just walk away happy with that.
They'll take the objective, they'll take Blabber, and they'll take a win here in this quick scuffle.
Yeah, nicely done there by LYON, but Sven was pushing.
Were you casting LPL in 2022? I did a couple of guest days in 2022. I did a couple of guest days, but I didn't formally start casting the LPL as a core member until 23.
Whereas Thanatos was able to just walk over. And Dokla just trying to do his best, just pushing this wave.
Nah, it's not that bad a Blabber moment. It's okay. It's okay.
As well off of Blabber, so that allows him to get to his stride breaker. He is still down gold, but not as bad as it was. C9 though, really a lot of focus on just chipping away on these towers. You know, there's two.
I think one thing I've liked though is C9's macro. The map reads, their decisions have been really good, generally speaking. Even if the execution has been a bit short in some areas at times. I don't think you can base anymore, Sven, yeah.
Because it's not like they've both just been sitting there handshaking, okay, all we're going to do is scale. We've had some attempted plays back and forth. We've had
their macro looks a lot cleaner.
No, I'm willing to go in for the 50-50 on this dragon and miss it. And then we've had C9 say, no, we're willing to try to contest here with this Herald. And then they lose the fight. Both teams are
bruv, not a problem. I'm glad you enjoyed that, man.
Of
I want LPL Dom back. Yeah. Unfortunately, now we have to watch. We have to watch his new project. Yeah, in the LCS. But it's cool. It's cool. There's no problems. There's no problems.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. It's going to be down to execution. You can see that Saint is going in towards the Shadow Flame. Tries to actually stop that recall with his
To be fair, if Berserker didn't have the empowered recall, yeah, Azel's right. Nah, he just didn't. He didn't account for the empowered recall.
Because this is not one of these defensive slow builds. This is Luden's into Shadow Flame. This is the like one-shot you type of build. And if that is timed well with Inspired, it is going to be so deadly. You can see the APA is respecting that, already has the Seekers, knowing that he has to be careful in these situations. Sven obviously has the barrier, has the Valkyrie, has, you know, Vulcan potentially behind him to try to help him live through that. But If you do get,
I'm really concerned
it's going to be really
for
tough
like
because you're expecting then
Vulcan's
Berserker
Ven.
to be coming over the top. You're expecting the Renekton to be coming in all at the same time.
Abyssal Mask
Which is
second on Nocturne.
really
Oh yeah,
what
you're
Lion
right.
is going to be looking for, and C9 has
He's
got to be
just
able to
he's
absorb
just a
that first
vessel.
punch and then try to win the fight
He's
in the
just
extended
a
play.
vessel for the Orianna Shockwave.
Flabber's going to go ahead and take the blue buff there. They'll pass that off as Sven will pick it up.
Getting them as close to true damage as possible.
They volley back and forth for positioning over the objective. It's C9 with bot river control first. As
Okay.
Lion are going to bring in a TP.
Thanos will probably TP second. There's a deep ward, you can see it. It's all the way over here by red buff. All the way over there by red buff, if he wants to go. But they could also just drop this Drake, and I think they might. And just play for this top tier one. Play for the top tier one in the pip. I mean, I think they're going to get it without the Drake even being started. APA's shoved in bot wave. This is good. This is fine. Even if they lose the Drake, I mean, not the worst.
Yeah, and they get the
But yeah,
Dragon
first
too,
tower.
so that is really good for Lion.
First
Also,
tower did
very
go to them.
interesting tech here from Inspired. He's building towards Abyssal, so you're gonna have that damage amp, that magic damage amp, as he's going in for the Orianna combo. Right?
I just remember 2025 V5 or 2022 V5. Yes, good shot. He doesn't want to R. Yeah, I think what APA needs to do. It's really annoying, but what APA needs to do is he needs to R, and then he needs to E into Inspired so that the knockback happens.
Because APA didn't even do the obvious panic ultimate, where as soon as you get out of the fear,
Like APA was holding it for so long because he's trying to like mind game him, but that's what he actually needs to do there, I think.
EQ'd
Oh.
out of the fear, and then
Oh, did he EQ out of the fear? Maybe I'm blind. Maybe he already didn't have E.
These animations, you have to use it.
Okay, good flash. Inspired is not fair. Guys, I'm not gonna take it away from Inspired or anything, but it's not hard to spell shield a zero. Like if you know, like if you're playing against a champ with a spell shield that only has one spell that you need to spell shield, it's not too difficult to spell shield. Peace and love to Inspired though. Like he's making that guy's life miserable.
Yeah, I mean, Saint is playing really
So
well.
did he EQ the first time?
He has no flash, and look
Is
at
that what it
this.
was? I feel like he flashed first.
And now watch this. So right out of the fear, this is when you expect him to actually just match. EQ.
Yeah, he needs to R.
Shields after. Like, that is insane.
He needs to R then E. He needs to R then E.
And your own reactions, your own anticipation, whatever you want to call it, to be able to actually hold it in that situation.
But he E's after the too far after the R, and the spell shield is blocking the ult instead of the E.
That is really, really impressive from Inspired. Being able to block it.
I don't
like
think you can
that,
E during the R. You
multiple
can.
fights. I don't know if it really mattered in that one, but damn,
I'm
that
pretty
guy's
sure you can.
He's pretty good at League of Legends.
And he's got his Abyssal Mask now as well, like you were talking about, to just amp up that Orianna
Oh.
damage even further.
Lion are overloading in bot here.
Down here in the bottom lane, trying to defend against the push of Lion, but as Dokla shows up, he has enough HP to just force down this tier 1, even though he has to absorb a couple turret shots in the process. And now Lion's got
Good
themselves
stuff
that very
from
slight lead
from
that
Lion.
C9 has commanded.
We need to do
Those leads are on Inspired and on Saint, but
a
hey,
little bit
considering
of a
they're
force.
lacking that
Zonya's is now there
goal
also
line
for
we've
APA.
talked about multiple times already, because Orianna Nocturne is what has to start the fight. I can't think
Yeah,
of
it's
better
really
way
fast
to
cast
have
time,
your
the
two
R,
gold leads
in
on.
terms of like
Absolutely.
the
We
self,
have seen Inspired.
like air quotes self stun, right?
On this pick specifically, he has been really good.
Oh my
on
god, he's
Nocturne.
8-2 on
in
Nocturne.
his career. 6.4 KDA has been very successful. You can probably say that about a lot of champions.
How's
though.
BLG doing, Jamada? Did Bin quit yet?
Legends games.
Bin.
It's really fun. We've talked about this in the past.
Well, there was the
when
whole
talking league with him,
drama
he
where Bin apparently walked out of the facility the other day.
so well informed on
Bin
every
is, however,
role,
technically
on
back.
every role. Like, he will sit there
But
when he's
Bin
on the
isn't
desk and
really-
talking about
Bin
how
hasn't been
this
Bin.
guy's really throwing the
They did win 2-0 today, but it was versus IG, so it's kind of whatever.
level, or he did the wrong
Oh,
skill.
hello.
Okay, Inspired going in now. Has that knock
Ah,
on.
he got clipped by the True Shot barrage as well.
Easy for Lion to
Really good
knock
play
down the 2.5 man
from Leon.
play.
It's just
Feels
really
they
obnoxious
get
to
the
deal with this
first kill
combo
of the game
on sides.
Thanatos.
Yep, gonna be able to knock down Thanatos there. It's on 2 items, but
Jojo,
this is just
oh
smart.
no.
Inspired and Saint. He's
Oh
playing
no.
towards this real
Is there
strength
there
that he
fallout?
has in the Orianna,
Is there
who
fallout
very
from
far
the
ahead.
from the
He's
results?
just kind of saying, you know what, Dokla, I'm sure the matchup wasn't fun, but just
Thoughts on Elard?
Dokla has done that.
Actually getting some wins
At
after
one
people
point, Dokla
doubting
was
them.
at 50 CS. He's still LCS,
Honestly, I think it was kind of delusional to think that they wouldn't win a few games.
is just nothing. Right?
It's a long sword and award.
Yeah,
like,
who cares?
Whatever, right? It doesn't really.
I think it was pretty delusional to think they wouldn't win a few games, but yeah.
The team is double AP solo lanes, and the most fed person on the enemy team in terms of their farm is one of those two solo laners. I feel like Maw can bring you a ton of value.
Even the Nami with Mandate and like the E damage and all this sort of stuff is going to be even more magic damage. So you know, even if Corki's hitting you, you're putting in some magic damage because of those buffs from the Nami, right?
Yeah.
So definitely think it is a high value pick there. A lot of MR being purchased up. You know, obviously the Abyssal has its defensive capabilities as well, but yeah, Abyssal is one of those items that I think is just criminally underrated. Like 12% damage amp for a fed AP carry is a lot. Like that is just a lot of increased damage, and it is a cheap and effective item that has CDR on it.
I never. No. I'm not gonna sit here and try and be like, yes, I looked into the crystal ball and they told me that MKOI would lose this game. But I do think that their draft was really poor into LR. Like I think they had a very normal draft, but you don't draft or make those decisions versus LR. Like you don't give LR the opportunity to just react with a Baus pick. Like it's so strange. You have red side. Sorry, you have second pick. Actually, did they even have second pick? I don't even think they did. They had pick one. Oh wow. Oh no, 3-man shockwave. Oh, it's nasty. It's a bit ugly. It's a bit ugly. Can Sven live? Can Sven live? No, he's gonna die. It's 1-for-1. APA is on the front line as well. Can he flash anywhere useful? He doesn't even have to flash. Okay, he has TP. It's fine. Ezreal isn't gonna connect. No problem. I didn't see what APA was cooking, but it's okay. Just shh. APA's got TP. He will make it back. Problem is, Dokla has... Wait, did... Okay, no. Blabber didn't get that. Here is APA. He still has ult. He's the only ult on the map right now. APA. Give him something, APA. He just used Q. No, it's their dragon. Nice. They got it. Good job, C9. Disengage. Chill. Lovely stuff.
The problem with these champions, the weak part of these champions is that
lovely stuff.
The ultis, they really are not very strong, right? You know, Nocturne, Orianna with ulti, so threatening. Without ulti, it's a very different story. I really got to credit both Saint and Dokla. They created so much space for Inspired when he was ulted in by Blabber that no one was really able to hit him from the C9 side. So even though he was stuck in the Cataclysm the full time, no one was hitting him.
Yeah. So many low members.
Saint is able to survive.
Saint 1 HP. Oh, they must have tried to take a swing and a miss there.
And it's these little things in fights that aren't always
swing and a miss, swing and a miss.
As soon as Inspired got ulted, you saw both Dokla moving up and Saint placing the ball aggressively, so APA could just never hit the guy in the Cataclysm. And these are these small things in team fights that completely change how they go.
Okay, let's see where we go from here. With the gold lead still not even cresting 1,000 either way, you can see inventories becoming more and more complete. LDR for Sven, while Berserker is going for the much riskier item, right? One of those new additions to the game in 2026 with the Endless Hunger, the Omni Vamp, that you really get the biggest amount of it once you get at least one takedown. And now in mid lane, there's your Knockwave yet again, Inspired.
Oh,
finds its way to the
man.
Sven is down. Blabber has to go full retreat now, lest he be caught in the
it's
same
so
trap. And with
this
out of the picture for more than 30 seconds, Azale, I think the call is barren.
Yeah, it absolutely
is. APA is it adequate now? Like I remember it being a champion you couldn't pilot well in the past. Yeah, he's good on Azir now. His Azir is solid. Yo, Dripped, I'm glad you I'm glad you feel like you have a place here. That's always the thing I'm kind of aiming for. I'm not trying to be the everyone guy, but if I can provide a place that people feel happy to... Okay, hold on. Hold. Oh, APA. Oh, brother. Flash over the wall, please. Okay. Weird positioning. Weird positioning, man.
So he has to go for the instant action there in the flash.
Also, I do feel like I know a lot of the NA co-streamers, like, they just have a very different vibe compared to, like, basically the big main guys, right? Like your Dom, your Cagerul. I guess you'll technically slot Yamato as like the third kind of popular co-streamer from like Europe side. Like the NA co-streamers are very, very different vibes.
And we are just having an incredible game one I think, you know, some people
Yeah, stuff like that. Like, I understand it's very,
was gonna look
you know,
against C9 because
takes a unique
Dignitas
taste.
series wasn't as convincing as people hoped. You know, there were some moments where you're like, is Dignitas actually going to win this? A team that
Hugo,
whole bot lane
I would
sucked
say
in the bot lane, and you know, especially that game
it's
two, it really
probably
felt like, hey, maybe Dig is actually going to win this before Inspire just took over on the Pantheon. You know, kept finding Coach on
Nuguri,
these flanks, kept making these big
Dandy
plays
or
that
Canyon.
you expect him to do. But then, you know, we have
Faker,
C9
the
taken down
Ruler,
TL on the
and
other side, and, you know, that was kind of the
then
number
Marta.
one, power
That'd be
rank
my
team.
5.
But both of these teams, as we can see here, you know, did have.
I can't tell if Jamada has breathing issues or just got into boxing. I have a cold. I have a cold. I have a cold, so I've got a nose strip on. Nose strip's helping me breathe a little better. My sinuses are completely shagged, man. It's why I sound a little bit nasally. If I sound a little bit nasally today or a little, you know. Yeah. Just pray that Nikic doesn't get co-streaming rights, your career will be over. Bro, actually.
Because I think that if they make that kind of a mistake, C9 is much more likely to be able to punish.
I agree, and I feel like LYON looks a lot more locked in, though. You know, whether it's something like, sometimes you're playing.
Do you think the level of LCS, LEC, where did the message go? Has gone down, or do you think teams are a lot more competitive in those regions? I think the level has definitely gone down, but I do think the. I think the average level has probably gone down, but I do think that the regions are a bit more competitive within themselves, for sure. I don't think the ceilings of the top teams have gotten a lot higher. Also, I wouldn't take European Winter serious. Like, we're in best of ones regular. It's a bit awkward.
You know, that's kind of how I look oftentimes at these like one physical damage threat teams is if you can put the pressure on that guy and push him out of the fight, well,
I feel like talent got more spread out in LCS. Yes, but I also feel like with that parity, there are still teams that I think have really high ceilings. And I actually think the parity, the way it's been spread out, is actually quite nice. Like, I like a lot of the roster builds this year. No, I didn't catch the Reckless interview after, unfortunately. I had to swap over to the LCS. Alright, let's look at this fight. Dokla's getting forced out by Thanatos. This is good man marking. Really decent setup in general here for C9. I think they're happy with this. Oh, they're trying to go on to Thanatos, but I think he's going to get out in time. He is really mega low, though. He's going to have to base. And now APA has to... This is really bad, because now APA has to mark here. Thanatos, you have to go back to base and TP Beast. Okay, wow. Yeah, I mean, once they use the Nocturne Orianna and it doesn't kill anyone, they're just kind of... That's it. They're kind of just out. They're out of gas. They're out of juice. Yeah, man, they're out of juice. Once they don't have Shockwave Nocturne, it's really weak. Really good setup, really good patience, and really good stuff from Thanatos to survive.
When you commit that much and you don't kill him, well, that's kind of the end of the fight for you. So, made it a little bit of a risky play. They decided to try to isolate Thanatos because Thanatos was winning this 1v1 against Dokla. Dokla's just kind of getting bullied on the side. And I think that pressured LYON into going for it. But now that is back-to-back 5v5 fights at these dragons where C9 comes out on top and C9 walks away with another dragon. If you give C9 Cloud Soul, the extra move speed just makes it so much harder to finish off these kills, to be able to lock people down.
Inspired is literally just playing that I am the Shockwave delivery. I am Shockwave. I'm actually just... I am just a delivery service for this Shockwave world, bro. What's that new red item in Ezreal's inventory? Oh, this down here, that's, is it Endless Hunger or Eternal? Yeah, Endless Hunger. It gives you haste based off of your AD and a little bit of Omnivamp.
not been popped yet. Top laners don't really
And then more Omnivamp when you get a takedown.
but you do still have the Maw shield for Dokla's.
Is the cold also affecting your speech? Yes, because my sinus is really swollen. Like at the back of my throat, like the roof of my, sorry, not the back of my throat, like the roof of my mouth. So sometimes it's making some words a little bit weird to say. So again, I can only say like, soz for that. To be fair, I should technically be on bed rest, but here I am. Grown uncle cries about cold? Nah, I'm not crying, I'm just saying it's a little bit harder than normal to speak, man.
Sounds good. Make sure you go register for that right now. APA, C9 trying to set up here around that mid lane. And the poke not really mattering too much. Vulcan doing a good job just kind of constantly healing them up through.
No, I know.
Berserker can land.
I know Pulsar, bro. It's all good.
Pretty careful about C9 getting access to that Baron.
So Berserker also almost has
Vulcan's probably fine. Oh my god, that's a lot of damage though.
Not quite enough to kill him off.
That actually ended up forcing Thanos TP as well.
Assume it's going to be Archangel's staff as that second item. I don't really think he's going to go for
not going support.
The diadem of songs. I don't really think that matches the Ezreal, but who knows? Maybe I'm wrong. But yeah, second tier.
Never be too sure.
Nearly fully stacked. Yeah, maybe it's the new. So I remember double blue Ezreal from back in the day that caused tier items to have to be changed.
I mean, he used to build every blue item. He built the like blue jungle item. He built the Iceborne Gauntlet. He built all the tier items. He built.
Dude, oh my god.
That was blue, he was buying it.
History lesson with Unks.
Forever ruined by Ezreal.
With Unk Flowers and Unk Zale.
Until the end of my days because of Spirit of the Elder Lizard. But Lion is
the blood feud.
Yeah, exactly, man. It runs deep. But Lion right now, they know.
Bro, back in the day when Ezreal could build all of those items, like every single iteration that they just spoke about was so oppressive. I think the worst one had to be Jungle Item Ezreal though. Because it also let him farm the jungle camp, so he was basically just doing like baby, what's the word? He was doing like baby funnel. Jungle items need to come back. Yes, I've been saying this for a while. And I'm trying to spread my propaganda a little bit because I really think the way that you rebalance jungle is through making them have to buy a dedicated jungle item with stats. Like that should be the payoff. That should be the payoff, and I think people would be a lot happier with the balance of jungle. And as long as it feels good to play on jungle, then it's fine. Like that's the main thing. It feels good to play on jungle, and then it doesn't feel as oppressive to play again. Oh, wow! Thanos mega respects that. Okay. Backline, I don't think that was a shockwave. No, there wasn't. Saint also got caught and had to Zhonya's and he had to flash out. Oh, Lion are kind of quaking a little bit here. This is really good. I mean, Drake's in 30 seconds. I think the Nocturne ult is going to be up in time. It's a really short cooldown at 17. But I mean, the main thing is, guys, like, Orianna's no flash here. Orianna's no flash now. Jarvan is going to have ult again.
During that Zhonya's moment, but the pressure
relatively soon
onto Saint made it so he couldn't actually follow up. And then when you are going this tank style build, that is the downside. If you do not time that combo, you do nothing. You ult in. At this point of the game, you are a zero threat as that Nocturne. You are just the delivery service. That is it. All right, we're back to fighting for this. You've almost got that ulti ready again. Okay, Paranoia.
All right.
Ready to cast. Sven gonna go ahead, start up the Drake. C9 has control over the pit. Dokla popping the dom.
Oh, they're on Thanatos. Oh, it's 3-man shockwave. They one-shot Vulcan. I think they can kind of low-key still play the front to back though. I think it looks a lot worse than it is. Ah, but Blabber couldn't kill Dokla. Now it's really bad. Oh my god. Now it's really bad. Oh, look how much damage Sven has though, man. That's what I was saying, like, I think it was still really playable. They've got a wave bot. I don't think it's the worst. If they could have killed Dokla and then Blabber can play to die so he can get his GA up, like, I think it's fine, but it's a really good flash. Sorry, I keep moving it, move my mouse over like I've got thing. Really good flash from Sven. Wait, yeah, you know what, Azale, I think actually the point Azale's making might be correct too.
And ended up making it this AoE engage. This was key though from Sven. Turns around, knocks down Berserker, because without that, they would have lost Baron off of that as well, and it could have been a game-losing play. But damn, still a huge play for Lion. 4K gold lead. We are at 3 dragons apiece. We are going the maximum amount of dragons here before Soul.
Isaac, can you do me a favor and check the cooldown on the ultimate for Inspired here real quick? Because I think that's one thing.
47.
47 seconds. Because they did have the fail knock wave in that fight that didn't turn into any kills back and forth. And then the ulti was ready to go again by the time everyone was repositioned to fight over the These
7 Drakes. 7 Drake game. 38 minutes. No one's taken Baron. No one's taken Dragon. Baron, sorry.
Ability haste, 30 ability haste, plus obviously he has the ulti ability haste on top with the experimental hexblade. So effectively 60 ability haste, you know, for that ulti.
Is he running Ultimate Hunter as well?
I can check on that for you. Yes, he is.
Okay, so
and he has 5 stacks, so 91.
So 91 ability haste on his ultimate specifically is a lot.
No, I just feel like Baron is
great downtime for an ability as impactful as level 3 Paranoia.
Baron is fine. I think Baron is fine. I just think that right now there's a lot of random comps which aren't as good at sieging, so it feels a bit weaker. How come LYON didn't sign Nikic? That's a good question. I don't know. They need to get that one going. I'm gonna DM him and tell him to get co-streaming through an org.
That is, you know, we might have to see them try to change his one-shot of Nami at the start of the fight or something like that, because
I need to blow my nose. 1 second. 1 second, chat.
It's GA on Sven. It's GA on Blabber. Like, there's not a lot of good targets now for this one-shot. So we'll see. You know, sometimes it still is best to just try to one-shot this person in the GA and then everyone stacks on top of them and you kill them again. But if you're hitting no one else during that, well, you're ignoring the Zir, who's going to be doing a lot of damage. So I do think as these luxury items come through, it can get difficult for LYON. Let's see how they can navigate in this late game situation. It really feels like it might all come down to this next dragon here in 2 minutes. I doubt anyone's going to be brave enough to just start the Baron in the face of the other team. It feels like a death sentence, so I think we are probably, barring a mistake...
Are we going Archangels on Ezreal now? I don't know what he's going to go. If he does, I think it'll be a big shield, because he's already got 1 tier stacked up.
Everyone clears their minion waves back and forth, tries to trade poke, but man, what does the poke trading even matter? Again, you mentioned earlier, Vulcan's Nami just kind of heals off everything.
Did you get rights for whole LCS or just C9? As far as I'm aware, it's all LCS, but
And if you win, you look at the end
I guess I'll find out. Like, if someone tells me... If someone tells me, hey, Jamada, stop co-streaming, like, you are only supposed to co-stream C9 games, then I guess I'll be told.
41 minutes in this first one.
Yeah, like, I got it through C9, so I'm pretty sure it's all... I'm pretty sure it's still all. Everything that I was indicated was that it's all.
Looking at the job in front of them here in less than 90 seconds, and it's trying to secure...
I don't feel like they do, like, Orgoni things anymore. Like, Orgoni slots don't really happen anymore, I don't think.
You talk about if C9 got it, it makes it that much harder for LYON to accomplish their mission and chase down these targets. You are never getting away from Nocturne after he ults you if he has Cloud Soul.
It's Serpent's Fang coming in from Inspired for a little bit of tech. Obviously, there are some shields, you know, potential Aerie shield, the barrier shield. There's the E from Azir as well as the W.
Bro, if you showed this inventory, if you showed this Nocturne inventory in like a mini game and you asked someone to figure out what champions getting played, do you think anyone is ever saying Nocturne?
Built this entire time to have attack speed and true DPS or whatever. This is just okay. The most impact I can make.
Yo, Renmas, thanks so much, man.
This is what I buy.
I'm really excited to have LCS co-streaming at least, for the time being, man.
But has not elected to spend the money on that just yet. So he is sitting on, you know, 5 items.
Like, bro, is that not the funniest? Is that not the funniest Nocturne inventory you've ever seen? I have to screenshot this. Oh my god, they just pulled it down for the HUD. All right, let's see. Can they spot the Croc? They're sending Thanatos on the journey, but there you go. He's on the ward. Oh, and they got him to pop R really early. Actually, they found Nocturne. Oh, Saint's in trouble. It's a split fight, but I think it's way better for C9. And they flashed the combo as well. It's really good. Sven needs to get out of the Dominus. Sven's good. Sven's alive, but he's really chunked. Really good reactions from C9 on what was in front of them.
The straw that breaks the Lions back here. This is going to be the Soul. It's going to be probably the Baron right after it as well, as LYON trying to look for these clever angles on the engage.
Let's go, Cloud Soul.
They get spotted out. Berserker's doing a lot of work though.
Trying to make something happen here. Blabber
all right.
forces the flash.
There goes that
out
guy's
of the AD carry
flash.
And yet Dokla, it's one of those cardinal sins about wrapping deep through the enemy jungle looking for the flank. You've got to have a sweeper
They
or
might
a
have stopped
control
the Baron,
ward or
though.
something. Because as soon as they saw Dokla,
Is this Nash
they
crazy?
jumped on him, they punished him, and Lion wasn't able to answer.
I
Now
feel like they
C9
can't
on
really do
Amber,
anything about it,
the
can they?
Baron, Saint is
Lovely.
still
If they
dead
do,
for
I think they
10
just
seconds,
lose
Dokla's
more.
still dead for 15. Nobody on Lion is gonna stop anything.
I know it's fast, guys. We're 44 minutes into the game. No, guys. We're 44 minutes into the game. I'm not questioning whether or not they can kill the Baron. I'm questioning whether or not, like, Inspired is going to do some crazy stuff for it. Yeah, Blabber also dodges the shockwave with Flag and Drag. Everything just goes perfect there. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff.
Blabber doesn't get hit. We are back to live, and yeah, it is dead even as far as the gold is concerned.
Oh,
but that is not showing
I need to move the banner down slightly because it's technically covering the Baron sponsor. I can't mess that up, guys. I cannot mess that up.
To me, that is where most of the power is. There's not amazing synergies.
Why did Dokes pop out early? Well, because he doesn't have any Fury, right? Yeah, I think people forget, like, the R does give you Fury, so that's what he's looking for.
Really tough. Saint is pushing top. Doka's trying to push
Excuse my illness.
Play through one lane. They're just going to try to barrel down this bot lane, and if Saint doesn't recall really soon, that inhibitor is just absolutely gone. Exactly.
Lion's saying we think that the best thing we can do is try to create distractions in side lanes, and C9 will answer with a death ball.
But do they try to end?
The bottom lane.
Does the banner have to be that big? I can make it a little bit smaller. I do think it's a bit big, now that I'm looking at it on the actual stream. Yep, I mean, this is just really OP from the siege turrets. It looks like GG. Lion can't do jack. It's over. Hit the Nexus, gents. Lovely. Lovely, yeah. I didn't realize how big the banner is. Hold on. I make it smaller. Not by too much, because C9 are our gods, okay? They have given us this evening. They have given us this privilege, guys, okay? They have given us this privilege. Okay, guys, thank you for the... There's a bunch of follows that happened. I have the alert box off whilst we're in game. Much love, everyone, showing up for the first LCS co-stream. A lot of people in here, man. Thank you. I really appreciate the love. We have a prediction to pay out. It's C9. C9, complete prediction. Congratulations. Can you put bold dom on the banner? I don't think I can. I don't think I can. Well, no, I think I can, but I won't. I think I can, but I won't. I think I can, but I will not. Right, let me also fix the instant replay system. So if you guys don't know, because obviously there's a lot of you are going to be new in here, so I actually have a fully functioning instant replay system. So just to kind of show you what it briefly looks like. Obviously the thing that you can see right now is the feed that we've been watching the entire time, right? I press this hotkey. We come here, there's a little pip. I just need to fix the pip feed where it's actually taking the properties from. Give me a second. So it will be here. And then I just need to unlock lock. And then, what do I have in the replay folder right now? I have this, so let's just whack that on for now. If it wants to be nice. Maybe I refresh.
Now, let's get into
cool. So, you can see I have a working replay system. Boom. Replay from a folder in my thing. You can see the pip in the bottom left that stays right there. Wait, this is the thing about this fight. And we can just kind of go between the two. It's EU production because I didn't have it set up yet. Now it's set up, so I can just go between the two like it's nothing. There's no... I think you guys can actually hear the replay. I'm gonna nerf that. But yeah, you get both. You can hear the replay? Okay, I can't hear the replay, so it's good to know that you guys can hear the replay, because I can't hear the replay. That's something I don't have the ability to actually hear the replay on my side.
I think trying to eliminate Sven was really important for Lion as well, and they kept looking.
So yeah, I have the ability basically to instantly make replays.
Front line, C9 would end up scattering, and then they'd be
okay, but you don't have random women twerking for you on stream, so NLC over you? Yeah, no, it's true though. It's true though.
But they didn't win.
I'm just here to tell you, SR will 2-0 Team Liquid tomorrow. Honestly, I believe it. I can believe it. I'm not sure if that was a real graphic. I think that Shopify, after their weekend, my assessment from their 2 games is that they need to like. Thank you, Azael. Thank you, Azael. Thank you, Azael. You better be glazing my casting or you're uninvited to all the future ARAMs. Thank you, Isaac.
Yeah, I think the late game fights definitely helps for Sven. For me, I went towards APA.
But yeah, I think TL looked mediocre. I think TL looked very, very mediocre. Like, for me, with Shopify, I think that what they showed me is they're willing to make plays and they have a lot of hunger to make plays. So I actually have them over TL anyway, personally. Maybe obviously, you know, TL, they go away after their first matchup against C9. They do a little bit of reassessment, etc. Like maybe, of course, it then like comes in and it looks good this week. But yeah, what is this? I like money.
Okay.
I like money. But he needs to like winning.
Game 2 is next. Line looked good. Not good enough.
Oh, okay. Line looked good, not good enough. Line looked good, not good enough. Okay. As well, one thing, hold on. I need to make this full screen for a sec. Yeah, so that game went hella long. That game went hella long. Oh, Hakeem. Oh, shit. I never turned on... No. I know what you're gonna say. Yeah. I know what you're gonna say. Shit. I never turned the setting back on. Because I turned it off for the LCS the NLC co-stream, and then I got really sick. Hold on. I don't think I...
What's up, everyone, and congratulations, APA, on winning the first player of the week of the season. And I guess, overall, this is your first player of the week?
Yeah, first player of the week overall.
Since this is your first player of the week, I'm going to give you a little rundown. We have 90 seconds. Quick questions that I'm going to be sending your way. If you don't want to answer them, you can pass and we can continue to move on. But I feel like you have answers to all of these.
Okay.
You ready? All right. 3, 2...
Literally a metal ring away from being American.
Given to you.
I'm available to end of night. Lovely.
Cleanest C9 member. You can also include yourself.
Lovely.
I don't know. Because I share bathroom with Thanatos, but me and Thanatos are both pretty clean.
Okay. Who's the dirtiest?
Dico Alman? Decole Alman? Thank you, man. I'm enjoying it hella.
Most slept on?
Sven.
Biggest personal pet peeve?
That's like lack of effort.
Lack of effort.
What is a domism or an aneroism? Something that they harp on constantly.
Well, like, we're always in for one of the crabs. So that's always like a review point from Dom.
Yeah.
Is why we're in over this crab. And that's probably going to happen today on stage sometime. We're going to in for a crab, and we'll review it. And then the next game, we're going to in for the same crab.
Yeah. You're going to love the next question. What's the bigger flip, odd con or the 6-minute scuttle crab?
I mean, the 6-minute scuttle crab for us. Like, it's literally like the most important objective on our team.
Yeah. You can play in any period of the LCS. Which player are you wanting to play alongside the most?
Can it be against? Because I never got to face Bjorkson.
Okay, that's a good one.
My time, so if I could face him, it'd be pretty cool.
And I guess the last one is going to be line related. What is a weakness you guys feel like you can exploit versus Lion tonight?
Just our new team. Like, yeah, you can see versus their series in Dignitas, they were not extremely clean. Like, almost losing game 2.
Do you think Singed will be played in this series? No.
You want to give me a prediction then for today's series?
No.
I think we should win. I think we might drop a game because I do think Lion is good. But I think we should win. So 2-0 2-1.
Thank you again, and congratulations on winning your first player of the week.
Of course.
Welcome back to the LCS. It's the first best of 3 of our second week here in 2026. We got C9 going up against LYON, and the first game went a long while. 45 minutes on the clock, 7 elemental drakes claimed, and honestly, the ending felt a little anticlimactic.
It did. I think LYON thought, okay, we're going to be pushing 2 lanes. They're pushing 1 lane. They're going to take our inhibitor, and then they're going to have to base and defend, and, you know, we're going to get clever with it. And C9's like, what if we just end the game, though?
Death ball bottom.
And as soon as they postured to try to end the game, Saint needed to recall instantly, and he didn't. And Dokla did, but he didn't have empowered recall. So by the time they arrived, Nocturne All had already been used. Berserker had to, like, flash out and run away. And it was just kind of cooked. You have no more threats at that point. So, yeah, a bit anticlimactic.
All right, heading into draft for game number 2, LYON has elected to claim last pick for themselves. Remember, we do have this different system now where we don't have
selection, it's
first
called.
pick tied to the side. So LYON, as the losers of game number 1, selected last pick, and C9 then selected blue side. So this one's going to look very similar to what you've seen for years and years and years at this point. C9 going to go ahead and ban out Malphite, Nico, and Lulu. Meanwhile, LYON is going to ban out the Jace, the Varus, and the Ziggs.
It's really interesting because historically, you know, blue side has always been really, really OP with first pick and everything. So all the coaches I talked to in the preseason
All right.
telling me, oh yeah,
Here we go.
Everyone's just going to choose first pick and no one's going to care about blue side, red side, right? But
Game
statistically,
numero
last pick has actually been doing a lot better.
dos.
And even red
Yeah.
side has been doing better than blue side. So
I'm not surprised about these stats. I really think that second pick is significantly more OP.
It can sometimes just be a meta thing where, you know,
Right,
there's
Pantheon
cards
first pick.
available and less
Obviously,
OP,
if
so
Inspired wants to match like normal, we get a
first pick
Zin
is
or
kinda
we
just
get
weaker than last pick. But it's interesting
some
to
nonsense
see
like
that. It's
Vi.
a little bit of a surprise to me.
But of course, Rise, Talia, both also up for Saint. Saint's a pretty good Rise player. Oh, Rumble. Oh, Jace is also up, by the way. Jace is also up.
When you bang your gavel.
Fantastic. You
Yeah.
can be my bailiff.
Yeah.
And then that means we are going to judge this last pick. I don't want to see some
Okay.
BS that could have been
Rumble
committed
Vi.
in first or second rotation and
When you
not
Oh,
go
Jace is banned?
1-5,
Yeah, orange
I'm ill.
with his head.
I'm not looking for orange 5. But we
I'm
have
ill,
Pantheon
I'm ill.
First pick here for C9. They're going to go ahead, lock in Cassante and Talia with
Yep.
it. Pantheon Talia, we know
Yep,
how
I'm
that
ill.
combo is so deadly.
Yep,
Over
I'm
on
ill.
the other side, they lock the Rumble and the
Ari?
Vi, so Talia not only working well with Pantheon, but being denied from working with the Vi.
And it looks like LYON are basically just going for the same style of composition that they did last time. If they lock in the Ari, Vi Ari, it's a similar kind of dive style that you would see. But considering some other options, so we won't get into it too much unless they do lock it down. But I mean, it would make sense alongside the Rumble and the Vi, and it is locked. So yeah, I feel like they're basically doing the same thing that they did last game, right? And they had the Knockwave combo last time, you know, with his aggressive top laner.
To be honest, Emmanuel, I didn't catch the back end of the game, so I don't know how it ended up coming together.
And that is what LYON has opted into.
Pardon me. But I do feel like Baus needs to be on more utilitarian picks for sure.
So I immediately think of like Renata and Braum and champions like this, or if you want
And
to safe AD carries, Ezreal was already played last game.
no, it's fine. We were watching it. We were watching it, but then the LCS started, so we had to come over here. Oh my god, Unk in the suit! Unk in the suit! Get him off the screen. I legit can't comprehend seeing him in a suit, man.
But I'm gonna be curious.
I actually can't comprehend seeing him in a suit. It's too... Oh my god.
And if Cloud9 opts into them, if they're available.
I legit can't do it.
C9, what's it gonna be?
Would you rather Arsenal win the Prem or EU win Worlds? Arsenal win the Prem, bro. What are we talking about?
That's my assumption that they're just gonna ban out Berserker.
I've been an Arsenal fan my whole life.
Is the first step in that plan, and they will remove
I've been an Arsenal fan my whole life, and I was only old enough to comprehend us winning one Premier League. And that was barely.
The Cassante and that sort of front line. So you wouldn't be surprised to see more kind of crit marksman getting banned out.
Yeah, both teams have a true bruiser style jungler.
Yeah, basically, exactly that. Like, Baus utility, Velia power farmer, ideally, and then whatever is good for the draft is good for the draft.
In these first 3 picks. So I'm curious to see if LYON really
yeah.
wants to go for that
Kai'Sa ban makes sense.
It's just Vi. We do have the Xayah banned out, like you were talking about, one of those safe marksmen that really just Vi hates her life playing against Xayah because it's so easy to just ult her ult.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, Ezreal, Xayah, to me, are always the premier defensive AD carries, right? They are some of the safest. When Tristana is meta, I feel like Tristana is actually kind of in there too. Tristana is really good defensively.
Surely this is a Kai'Sa ban?
As well as the rocket jump. So you can kind of self-peel quite effectively.
Nautilus.
And it is not going to be a second AD carry ban. Instead, it's going to be the Nautilus, which does pair really well with the draft.
Very good for the comp, obviously, of LYON. Does make me wonder if there's anything very specific that's going to come out here.
Aphelios was the ban that I was expecting, though, and Aphelios might be the lock as a result. So that might have been what C9 was discussing. Like, hey, what do we care more about? Stopping Nautilus with the engage or stopping, Berserker from getting Aphelios? Because I do feel like you need that sort of consistent DPS, and this is the best crit marksman that's really kind of up and available right now.
Yeah, he's a crit marksman who has that consistent damage that you're talking about, but at the same
Why did they not do just during week 1? I mean, honestly, like team discussions and drafts, they always change and evolve, so it's hard to really understand. Gambit deadline ends before draft. That's on whoever. I think it was Teddy did that. That's on Teddy. Teddy, we have to boil Teddy. It's fine. What I'll do, Teddy, redo the Gamba. Teddy, redo the Gamba.
It looks cool. It feels good.
Because Teddy, if you're here because you did that, you redo the Gamba and let the people decide once the draft is done.
That was the origin of
Oh, Lucian Braum.
Lucian Braum, okay, a tried and true.
You have to refund it first? Oh, do I have to do it?
One of those defensive champions that you were talking about that's great at impeding what a dive comp wants to do.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's
okay.
Because I feel like the draft.
All right, fix it fast.
To chalk of everything I was kind of expecting, right? You're targeting some of these defensive.
I do read the YT comments, bro.
And on the other side, they're deciding how do we want to shut down Berserker? Do we want to take away the double crit marksman? They only take one, so he takes away the
okay.
other. And this is interesting. So it
doesn't go fresh. Alex for Renata, that is very interesting. I mean,
some dive from the C9 side, you can deal with.
Oh, if he gambled on it, then he can't do it. Yeah. I'm gonna assume that you guys have reset that up. So thank you for doing that. Is Aphelios homeless? Kinda. I mean, to be fair though, I don't know. I think it's a really weird game to be Aphelios in, but I think the 2v2 is okay. Yeah, Gamba's up, guys. If you're on Twitch, put them channel points down, man. Put them down on the table.
And then everyone is clumping up and kind of like trying to defend this and whatever, and you just kind of create chaos. Exactly. You just throw the Renata ult over the top, but it can get blocked by a Braum wall. And just generally speaking, if they're kiting back, it's really hard to get value out of Renata. So that pick does surprise me as the 5th pick. But the other 3, I think, were all kind of like according to plan, and the bans and stuff were all kind of according to plan. So it'll just be interesting to see, if the bets they made were correct.
Yeah, it's a mega fan. It's just that it's a very unconventional duo. That's all. Doesn't mean it's bad or anything. Call to pick TK on 5. Actually, TK is kind of a shout. But I feel like Renata gets you a bit more guaranteed prio.
But the macro combo of Taliyah and Pantheon for the C9
I'm seeing this one out.
Using Weaver's Wall and Grand Starfall together to create those numbers.
Yeah, they're in the closet this week.
Whether it's at, the setup for a neutral objective or just a play on a side lane, I feel like those two champs have such huge synergy on multiple levels. It needs to go right.
So you're telling me Dokla's not going to have fun again?
I feel like this should be not just unfun, it should be the antithesis of fun for Dokla. You're up against Cassante, so if you ever go too close to the tower, you get balanced comboed 300 meters backwards into Eternal CC. And then if you push up at all, it's just going to be Taliyah Pantheon.
That's the top lane experience, baby.
Good old top lane.
Do you know what's really funny? Is because I've spoken with some talent from Valorant before, and they feel like League gets the preferential treatment. It seems to be the opinion that both sides feel like the other gets preferential treatment. It's pretty funny.
Is it coconuts or pineapples?
I'm pretty sure it's pineapples.
Something tropical.
Yeah, on his back, it looks like pineapples. Yeah. Because they got the little green.
Yeah, it's pineapples for the equalizer. Yeah.
Pineapples taste a lot better than coconuts. I don't know if that's a hot take.
No, I agree with
the
that.
The PCs aren't good enough for Valo, that's why.
Coconuts taste like guilty water. Water that did something wrong. It's just not. No.
I've never heard it described that way.
Not a big coconut fan. Yeah. But we do have. I am a big fan of fun, competitive League of Legends games. I think our
transition.
Yeah,
good transition flower. Yeah. Good transition flowers.
But we got a first game that honestly.
Oh my God, spacing.
Like
bro, these guys are kind of BTFOing each other. First jungler here wins. First jungler here wins.
1. I hope we get a whole series.
But Saint actually is up
Me too.
pots. He has an extra
If
pot.
we do want that 3-game series, of course, LYON will have to take this second game. We'll see if they'll be able to do so. As APA and
Was the
Saint
first
were
game good? Yeah, it was fun.
wrapping it up in the mid lane. APA already out of mana, so he's just going to head right back to base. You can see he is playing Phase Rush as well as Ghost, so he's not playing TP.
This shit won't let me publish.
which is
Okay, hold on.
obviously pretty atypical, but
I
it's gonna be
will
really,
fix
tough.
that.
If you don't one-shot him, he's going to be tough to lock down, right? Like, he's going to proc Phase Rush, he's going to have Ghost, he's just going to kind of zoom away. And likewise, on the chase
clips
team,
are back
play some of
on.
these kind of comps, and when Talia gets in towards Rylai's, if a fight starts going bad, there is no disengaging.
Clips are on,
Perma-slowed by
and always published VODs are on.
Okay, let's see what our junglers are up to now that the lanes are thoroughly underway. We do have
So if I go
into bottom side
to
clear.
video producer,
We'll see if they end up wanting to move towards that bottom lane at all. It is a pretty serious push from the LYON duo, which means that Inspired feels empowered to take this bottom side Scuttle Crab, knowing that his bottom lane duo is going to have priority. Blabber can see that his guys are stuck underneath the turret, so he heads towards the top crab.
Yeah, there's pretty much no...
it says download ready. I did hit publish. I don't know what's going on.
That range support advantage. Braum is going to have some difficulty for sure.
But see if it works now.
And Vulcan just farming it up, and not really a difficult lane in the same way that the last one was. You may have to seed push. You may not be able to look for aggressive plays. But last time against Karma Ezreal, they were kind of getting smacked around. You know, they're down.
How's the LCS viewership doing compared to last year? That's a good question. We're at a little under 30k. This isn't too bad. C9 Leon.
Kind of an even farming situation. But Sven did have to recall and run straight out. And it's also worth mentioning...
Last weekend was really good.
...use his Ghost on his first recall just to get right back to lane.
So the Scryer's Bloom that was used did see
better than LTA, lower than LCS, which is pretty expected.
Make sure that Dokla didn't get ganked by Blabber as he was trying to crash the wave into the turret. Now Inspired does just hang around this area a little bit longer, did not want to go for another recall, instead just waiting on the Krugs to respawn so he can do another full clear. So both junglers still just kind of mirroring.
Is there a benefit to learning tanks in solo queue?
Maintains the push up here in the top lane, but honestly Thanatos still is the one with the higher
Tend to learn pretty good fundamentals.
Yeah, Kasante's got to be really
which then transfers really well if you start learning how to play carries.
If you are not playing this champion really well, it's so
That's
easy
about
to
it though.
Yes, you know, with Flame Spitter Harass.
Unless you're playing a certain few kind of co-streams, then yeah.
Thresholds and they get killed off by the enemy minions, so that can happen. And
like there are some tanks that are really, really good for
not the situation you want to be in this early, and we're gonna see Thanatos
good for carrying solo queue.
That cloak, so he's already building up a lot of MR here at this point.
Okay, junglers, where are we going?
Yeah, like that's the only thing. You learn like good fundamentals, but you don't really learn how to carry, which is definitely a slightly separate set of skills.
Level 6. This is a good sign. This is a good sign for what I wanted to see for Weaver's Wall, Grand Starfall combos. If they're both making
Complex Sante.
right before they're getting to level
Ornn
6,
is a very good example.
be equipped and confident
Malphite is also good. Blabber did it again though.
As APA recall.
And we can take a chance to
yeah, I think so.
About these mid laners and their week 1 performances. APA.
Let's see if he walks into the river.
First time in his career, which is pretty cool. You know,
if he walks into the river with the stack, then we'll know. If he walks into the river with 20, we need this lower third at the bottom of the screen to drop. But it looks like by the way that he stood over the camp for an extended period of time, I think he did.
Was so happy with how that turned out.
Yep, he did. So he's got upgraded smite, but so does Inspired actually, to be fair, they both do. So I guess Inspired also did the same thing. Oh, they're looking for the bot play. It knocked Blabber in a bit of an awkward position. Oh! Very good. Very good flash from Isles. Blabber's dead. They're just going to give that over.
The charm misses, trying to make it a 2-for-nothing, but LYON will have
fundamentals meaning fundamentals, like that covers the entire thing.
And that's a pretty big punish. You don't even get the flash off of Berserker. You're going to lose the Dragon. First Blood goes over to Saint. And this is that roam that they try to make happen. And they kind of just did the combo in the inverse way, where it was like APA threw the seismic shove, and then Blabber tried to flash stun him in the seismic shove, but the flash had already come out. And you know, it just looked weird. Yeah, it just kind of seemed like APA.
I guess we're going to game 3. Yo, chill. Chill.
Closer to be able to flash stun and
chill, guys. Chill.
Seismic shove out of it. He sees, oh crap, the seismic shove is coming. Blabber's like, I gotta get there. tries to go for it, but it wasn't perfectly synced up. Isles had a great flash as he sees that flash come in there from Blabber. And then once that was used, he's just going to get slowed down and knocked down. I think they were actually trying to give that to Berserker, but it looked like Saint kind of accidentally got it, maybe with some W charges or Spear Rush charges or something like that. Kind of went over and got that.
Why do you keep talking about Phantomentos? Are you trying to do an experiment? Amber, take this man's kneecaps.
Because you know, oh yeah, if we work together and we do our combo, it's just free money. But you get a little bit too hypey. You get a little bit too anxious trying to make that play and force that play, and then you bungle it.
Yeah.
And you end up being the ones who give your opponents something free. LYON, again, happy with that first Drake. No contest thanks to that. First blood already on the board. And it doesn't come at any cost because it's not like C9 could have taken the grubs at the same time. Those still 15 seconds away from spawning. So
what level? Oh, no, I was joking.
Lane. Berserker's going to get to continue to scale. The kill did go over to Saint on the Ahri, so accelerating that mid laner who's traditionally
okay.
very good
He can
at
live
these, like,
for now.
game skirmish type of fights. If Saint's in really good shape heading towards those, LYON will be.
Who do you think would win the LCS?
He was in a great spot last time on the Orianna. You know, and he
I don't know. C9 have a history of choking, but if you remove the historical aspect, I'd say this will probably be the split that they do win, if any. But
was super fast.
who else looked pretty good last week?
He already had flash, and it's kind of one of those things where it's the same time thing.
I don't
so you
know.
just end up stunned, but out of that seismic shove. So credit to him. I think Isles is one of the pieces that was kind of.
I would say either C9 or Shopify had really good looks in week 1. Like I think with a bit of what the hell is APA doing with a CS in mid lane?
As a replacement for Zamudo, they wanted to play with him, couldn't get the visa. That really sucks for Zamudo. But Dokla had a great Worlds last year, you know, really impressed a lot of people, so he's going to be a good
C9 Dom buff, yeah.
And, you know, we'll see if Isles can kind of change some minds about him.
Okay, so the reason why I'm still okay with Shopify is I'm okay with them losing one series like that versus a team that's equally as hungry and willing to make plays, because also it felt like FlyQuest came in and they really played at their ceiling just frame 1, right?
How good of a support he is.
I think when I look at that series from Shopify, their mistakes look really fixable. Their mistakes that they made looked very fixable in my opinion. So I'm still looking to consider them one of our stronger teams in the league. Like probably still top 3. I think it would be very knee-jerky to look at how the FlyQuest series went and then just be like, yeah, they're going to be middle of the pack. Like, I think Game 1 looked completely done, and then they didn't realize how they could lose the game, and the exact way that they could lose the game was how they let it play out. And FlyQuest completely took over the game off the back of the mistakes that they made.
So that's not going to build into anything.
124 MR.
It is going to give him a lot of MR early, so it is going to delay his first item power.
Rose said hour like he's throwing LEC to the wolves already.
Flat resists here. You know, we're assuming one of them will be a Koenig Rookern, and then we'll see what he wants to do with the other. But, you know, definitely going to be not getting bullied by Dokla anytime soon. Did not elect to go, you know, into kind of some of those more aggressive builds, but is just trying to withstand that onslaught and doing a great job of it. I mean, he's up 20 CS right now, which is incredible in this matchup. And yeah, the gold is pretty close because first strike gold.
Sorry guys, my chat refreshed. Did you guys say something?
He's got to be really happy with how things have gone.
Yeah, I feel like if you're playing a tank into Rumble,
My chat refreshed. Did you guys say something?
CS, you don't even care if it's close. Like, you're already doing what you need to be doing. You're perfectly confident going into the fights as well. You talk about the double Negatron cloak, but he also has a chain vest in inventory too. So it's not like he's just going to melt if the.
I mean, again, I bring it up in jest a lot, but I am almost American. Like, will LEC not give you rights because you called for Matthias Horn's demolition? No, I don't think that has anything to do with it.
Worth fighting for both teams, or it'll mostly just be, all right, you can have it.
I think it's only going to be one of those things where they go if they think they will win the fight and they want it as a tool to start the fight, right?
Okay.
Do you have set tool
no, I don't really think it's a big
deviation or allergies, or do you use nasal strip because you're an otaku? Pro.
Okay, immediately.
You know you could use a nose strip if you want to breathe better, right? Like you're allowed. Oh my god. Really good kite back. Really, really good kite back. Can they get Saint here too? Yeah, Saint's dead as well. Really good counter punch. Really good counter punch. And they get Isles' flash here. And they're gonna get him. And he's dead too. Give it to anyone, honestly, yeah. Straight into Drake. That's what I love to see, C9.
Hey, Bard is not a bad
But,
one, but Bard's looking pretty strong in some of these.
The actual answer is that I currently have a flu, so the nose strip is helping me breathe a little bit better. It's just kind of easing up my sinuses a little. And I do have very light naval. I do have a very slight septum deviation. And then also the other thing I have is I have a really tight, like I have very narrow, not nostrils, but like at the very top. Like the airway is very, very narrow. I don't know what the name is for it, but it's very narrow.
Now turns to a 1-3 game favoring C9. Gold still very close overall, and this bottom lane
Yamato's finance. No, it's good, bro. I have no idea what he said.
Making sure the minions get nowhere close.
Yeah, and credit to APA, very fast on the roam to match that play. You know, he gets down there. Sven and Vulcan were super aware that this could be happening and reacted so well to it.
But I'm a big anime head. I've never not like, yo, look what I'm wearing.
Completely different story, but the fact that he doesn't
it's cool, bro. It's cool.
Spent his flash.
Oh my god. Oh, and we're solo killing Saint on the side. Okay.
Yeah, was not expecting this to go all the way to the zeroed out health.
Let's go.
Even
Put this brother in the floor.
All chat right after, what are you doing, freak? Like, that is crazy.
The freak is crazy.
Talking.
I mean, it's honestly kind of similar to the death
Oh
that
my
Quid
god.
had to
APA
last
go,
week.
bro.
Remember that? Where CoreJJ came mid and Quid was playing Orianna. And
No, he didn't call him a freak. He's quoting freak. He's quoting freak.
Until he died.
Come on now.
Wow.
APA's got the mind control.
What are you doing? Oh, he called him a freak. Oh, I didn't realize he called him a freak. He was reading the whole chat. Oh my god, the APA. Oh my days.
Yeah, I mean, the seismic shove connects right at the same time as the charm.
Oh.
I thought he was just going to back it up.
Oh my god, just talk your shit, bro. Legit, just talk your shit.
Does hit the charm, but it was too little too late. APA just kind of takes him down. Saint opted into it, thought he could outplay, not able to make it happen. And APA is one of our few NA mid laners here. We have a lot of Korean imports in the mid lane, some of the strongest players. A lot of people talking about how guys like APA and Palafox and Darkwings aren't going to be able
I can't
to back
clip.
up to the
I know, bro. The clip. Oh man, the clips are disabled right now.
So far, so good for
Maybe if you refresh, because I re-enabled them very recently, maybe it will let you clip.
And he is showing that he is
Maybe it will let you clip. But I had them turned off. For anyone, I mean, I know like there'll be a lot of people in here who currently don't care.
You can see a very similar build for Saint, but his quest is not yet complete.
What is Thanatos building?
One player on the Rift who still does not have his quest done.
And nerfed or not, Vandal Pipes, they are still really, really strong.
Yeah, he has 2 chain vests and 2
good user for them. Obviously,
2
the
Negatron
ulti
cloaks.
Slow, the Q slow, the passive stun, like there's so many ways for him to be able to apply it, and it kind of turns him into a mini enchanter.
Okay, nice seismic shove from APA here on
Oh.
Saint. Follow-up coming in.
Oh, we're just.
He ends up taking the kill.
What did he die to? I think he died to the red. He died to the red smite from the R. APA is kind of sunning this guy.
Now you're going to have that Rift Herald targeted. And what you said about the Vandal Pipes, I feel like it's an attack speed aura.
Yeah, and to be honest, Thanatos, like, look at his health. He's 2k HP. Dokla is going Leandries and has max HP because he's Rumble. Honestly, the item is not bad.
What do tanks like in League of Legends? They like to resist damage. So you just build a shield, a tank needs a shield, and then
I heard this is where we watch Unc Dom's team. Yes, this is definitely a place where we watch Uncle Dom's team.
One vest for your front, one vest for your back.
Yeah.
One cloak for your front, one cloak for your back. One dead AD carry in the mid lane as Berserker gets bulldozed. The Herald gets summoned up. The Tier 1 turret falls. Tier 1 turret's about to die in the top
Guys, it's looking like a C9 sweep. It's looking like a C9 sweep. This is the Cassante equivalent of buying 4 BF swords? No, but legit it is, by the way.
Yeah, it feels like the wheels are kind of falling off a little bit here for Dignitas in game 2. This is
Oh my
tough.
god, Azael.
Fire's just gonna keep chasing.
Yo,
And
Lion might be struggling, bro, but we can't be calling them Dignitas. Yo, we can't be calling them Dignitas. We're 16 minutes into the game. We can't be calling them Dignitas like that, bro.
Really tough now. You have to think for Lion to be able to come back from this position. When you are playing a full send dive comp, like there is no fallback for Vi Ari.
What's that called again? Is it a Freudian slip or something like
You
this?
one-shot them or you don't. And when you were behind,
We know where his mind is at.
Dignitas,
Dignitas, derogatory.
You can already see a cloth armor for Zen, so he's at least going to be getting, tabbies or something.
Yeah, man.
To be able to keep himself a little bit more safe. Obviously, Cassante is tough. There's the E for Pantheon that can kind of absorb all the damage. Braum is going to be blocking all the follow-up. It's just like,
Okay, so
this is hard.
with the giant spell, I guess what that means is he's going Jack Show first. So he's going to go Jack Show, and then he can go whatever afterwards. That's like comparing a top Prem team with Tottenham. Now that's a man that knows how to put a smile on my face. That's a guy right there that knows how knows I'm just gonna react.
He has to make an item. Unless he wants to sell his boots.
Bro, where are Tottenham right now in the league? Are they still like 17th? Oh, hello. DPA has arm guard. Good flash out. I mean, even if Vulcan dies here, can they get the 1-for-1? They actually do. Wow.
Lion sent the whole damn kitchen sink, but now it's Thanatos looking to make some renovations. He's not going to find his way to the kitchen just yet, but C9 will
Oh, Berserker had to ghost mid by the looks of things. Blabber O at his head.
For what felt like 20 seconds, and they could barely get through the Braum. So
You just know Inspired is tilted after that? Yeah, like he had a person and a half in front of him and he still dies to that somehow.
After APA trash talk saying null chat, Berserker had to mute him, so he forgot the pre-mute. He was reminded. He's like, crap.
It's a lesson you gotta learn real quick.
Yeah.
You gotta block him in the in-game chat. You gotta do it fast.
Oh.
Nice knockback coming out there on that third and Tofo strike from Thanatos. Saint has to use the Ari ulti. That means he's gonna feel way weaker until that cooldown is up again. Luckily for the side of Lion, there's no Dragon for 3.5 minutes to play for. Baron's gonna be live here in about 60 seconds. Even though C9 has a 4,000 gold lead though, you talked about it a bit last game. Baron is so deadly. It's still pretty risky to try to rush him at 20 minutes.
Yeah, and for Lion, well, Thanatos has less things in his inventory now.
Oh, true.
So that's a plus.
Oh man, he combined three.
I feel like if you're a Dignitas coach, you wouldn't even want to be compared to Tottenham. Yes, correct.
Yeah, I was loving it.
All right, Jack Show. To be fair, Jack Show is kind of the spiritual successor to the inventory that he has.
Excuse me. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I've only seen Ari do well once this entire year, and I want to say it was Knight piloting him.
I'm fine with it being this one.
It was Knight piloting it the other day.
Yeah, get another belt.
And it's like, Knight is maybe in recent times just outright the best Ari player of all time. And then historically one of the best Aris of all time. So,
Exactly. Strap him up. So I got invented duct tape.
Yeah, he's ready to go.
Some duct tape, some ingenuity.
Cassante and his Jack Show. A match made in heaven. All right, 4,000 gold for C9. Lion just
BDD also had a very good game versus Longshim.
You mentioned earlier
That was this morning though, right?
and it just does
Or was it
feel
yesterday?
like they
It was yesterday because DKT1 was today. I still haven't watched DKT1.
Yeah, I mean, they're Fred Flintstone. They're just their little feet under the car.
Yeah, it was yesterday. I need to catch up on DKT1, but I'm assuming it was a stomp. I actually don't even know the result. Was it just a 3-0? Was it just a 3-0? I'm assuming it was just straight up a 3-0. It was a stomp? Ah, I see.
You're ready. All right, C9.
Yeah, I just had a feeling. I had a feeling.
Trying to make this map very, very scary for anybody from Lion. Just trying to go out and farm their camps. Inspired's going to get his Krugs here. He's confident.
HLE vs Genji tomorrow should be a banger. Yeah, see, like for the YouTube videos and stuff, I really wanted to watch HLE Genji, but because I've been so unwell, and then also I am co-streaming the LCS, I'm gonna do the next series as well. It might be a bit hard for me to wake up tomorrow and do the live view, but we'll see, we'll see. Oh my god, they're just dry? just dry? Okay. So I think what we might end up doing is waking up after the series is done, and then VOD reviewing Genji vs HLE. What we'll do is I'll get the in-game replay files. Oh, APA. Don't flash, bro. I think I'll get the in-game replay files for Genji H Lee, and then I'll VOD review it into the LEC, into LCS, and that will be our day tomorrow.
Yep, a little bit of an error. Does get hit by that charge. So Saint getting a bit of revenge.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
Will respond, so he will have to back it up, but not.
So yeah, if obviously I know there'll be a lot of people who are here right now just for the NA games. NA time zone is obviously really nice. But if you're up at that time, any Americans, definitely do feel free to drop by.
Whatsoever at this point of the game.
What LPL teams are playing tomorrow? I think today was the good day, though. Today was the better day between the two. It's AL Top Esports. It's kind of whatever.
Negatron Club builds into a Jack show, so maybe he's making an unending sandwich where the Jack shows are the bread and the unending despair goes in the middle.
What time start then? About 8 AM EST? Yeah, that sounds about right. I'll probably be live from around 8 AM to 9 AM EST. Obviously, that's 3 hours earlier if you're on the West Coast.
Try to give Berserker the opportunity to take this without a trade back from C9, and Berserker will do just that. So LYON bringing that gold lead back down to just under 3,000. But the Drake is live.
Oh, then the gosh, I think the other game that's getting played tomorrow is LNG LGD.
Very scary stuff.
LNG is one of the teams. I don't know the other.
And Lucian, not only is move speed good, but it is one of these champions where just like the actual burst of move speed with the culling is really annoying. Yeah. You get tagged by Winner's Bite, and now all of a sudden you are getting chased down.
Yo, we can't call the Nirvana group that, man. We can't do that, bro. Yo, it's my first stream. You can't try and get my first ghost stream. Because the thing is, just naturally, I almost read it out as well. That's the worst part. That's the worst part. I almost read it out.
Yep, it is going to be so tough, and you have to kill him through Cassante and Pantheon and Braum and Talia throwing down the Unraveled Earth and just being so annoying at this point.
Whilst we're doing the LCS co-streams, we have to be a little bit more. We have to adhere to standard Riot broadcast protocol.
This kind of composition, I just feel like it's so hard to play Renata into a composition that is kiting back. And
it was his joke, I have to admit it. I can't believe we're stealing jokes. We're stealing jokes and we're putting them in the... Oh my god, we're putting them in the Jamada LCS co-stream. Tisk. Alright, well. Here we are, Nash start. The game is completely shagged, guys. I'm gonna be honest. Like, LYON have to... It just has to be a... It has to be a steal. And it's already gone. Like, Inspired's nowhere near. He couldn't even ult Vulcan to try and get something out of it. I see. I see. I see.
Yeah, part of that setup, I'm looking at these timers, man. 3 minutes until what'll be their sole.
Did you see if Genji 3-0 H Lee? H Lee doesn't make playoffs? Yeah, I heard the casters talk about it.
Which I feel like is also you still have total control.
I think they were saying yesterday that because the Nongshim series, it's like something really freaky. Like, oh my god, insta Zonias from APA. Oh my god, look at the wall. Oh, it just puts Berserker on the right side. They can still chase down though. Really good E from Leba. Good Mikhails, to be fair. Good Mikhails there from Isles. Thanos gets Berserker's flash. They just need to disengage now. Okay, if they lose Vulcan, it's a little bit bad. Okay, honestly. Oh, good dash. It's not a particularly productive fight though. You have to remember they have Nash. Like, you really want to brick. If you don't really have a good sieging team, like I wouldn't really consider the C9 draft to be a good siege composition, right? With your first Nash, you would really love to get all of the inner towers done. So now it's like the best that they can do is open out onto bot, which you can see they're doing. Right, they're opening out onto the bot side of the map in general. They're playing mid and they're playing bot on the minimap. And then the smart thing here is they're setting up a slow push LYON on the top side. I know they got everyone's like they got a lot of flashes, right? But I still think it's like it's productive, but it's not as productive as you'd like it to be gold-wise.
The sequel is even better than the original for
Double
C9.
Jeopardy, can't charge them twice.
Oh yeah, they've got this one taken care of, no problem. Tier 2 turret falls, C9 up 5,000 gold. And between all of the praises that we were giving Inspired last game for his
YouTube chat bad, you guys are killing me.
Shield APA's Azir shuffles. APA now has the chance to pay back with the timing
decent move here
on these stasis plays, and honestly, he's doing a good job with it. Weaver's Wall to buy the opportunity to fire into the turrets here. The tier 3 line under pressure as that bottom lane tier 3 turret is about to collapse. Double cannon minions empowered with Baron, nearly enough to bring it down. Berserker does clear out that last cannon in time, but C9 is not done yet with the siege. 20 seconds remain until the soul spawns. The Baron just now expires as they force down the tier 3. So C9 takes this opportunity. They got exactly
playing Enchanters. Enchanter support's good if you're focusing on the fundamentals also. From the support role, no. I would actually say it's better. Well, okay. My take is it's good for laning, but then playing engage supports or more like kind of middle ground nuance supports, it's easier to learn like entire game fundamentals. But laning fundamentals, yes, on Enchanters, yes. Because you learn what's good on Enchanters, what's bad on Enchanters, and then you should theoretically learn the opposite, right? For when you play Enchanters. Sorry, when you play engage champs, but then engage champs in general play a much different game. Play a much different game in the mid game. APA, he's just... Oh, that's really unlucky, actually. He has flash. Oh, Thanos ate the charm. And Saint is just completely one-shot. I mean, APA still died, but Blabber's got GA. It's really not the worst. Thanos has all out, and he's kind of getting one-shot, actually. Right, Sven's here. Sven has to fry. Sven, can we right-click Berserker, or... No, we're gonna... Okay. Was that really weird? Was that really weirdly played from Sven, or was it just me? Could he have not just hit? Could he have not hit the targets on the top left of the screen there, or? That felt really weird. That was really odd. That was really weird.
Berserker's also got Crescendum. Remember, White Gun Aphelios. This is one of the very unique champions in the game.
Yeah, he just ran melee into the Rumble. Like, look. So obviously there's the initial hit. This is a really good Zhonya's right here.
I mean, Inspire was up here for so long. APA with the
right, Thanos blocks the charm. Really good. The Renard ult is really huge, and it buys a lot of additional time. But then look at Sven. Can he not just play from the top here? Does he just not feel it? I don't know, it just feels really weird. Could he not play onto the Renata first and then into the Aphelios? That felt really weird. That was a huge gold swing.
But LYON showing they are not out of it just yet.
It looked like this game was wrapped up.
That was so strange.
Except the semantics of just knocking down the turrets and taking the Nexus. And LYON, for the first time, I feel like in more than 20 minutes, looks like they've got a real honest shot at this game. That was huge.
No, she used W on Ahri.
Important series for LYON because people LYON feel and a lot of LYON fans feel are underrating them, right? This was the average power rankings amongst the broadcast, had them averaged out at 4.
I pinged Hakeem. I pinged you in the server where it can be.
Up at the very top and to be, looked at as a real.
I pinged you in the server, lad.
And this is an opportunity for them to kind of prove everyone wrong. Say, hey, you guys have us too low. We're taking down C9, C9 BTL. That means we should be up at the top of the table. But if you do get 2-0'd. People are going to be kind of having those feelings reinforced that they're not yet on that same level as the C9s and TLs potentially. So it would be huge if they could come back in this game.
Are you doing the next series as well? Yep, I'm going to do the next series. Because there's no way that I'm going to go to sleep early enough to wake up for Genji HLE, so I think I'm just going to sack doing it live. Which kind of sucks, because it means I don't get to make a video out of it. I don't get to farm the Korean views.
It's a fair fight.
Just being honest with you guys, but yeah. Yo, okay.
Inspired charging up a vault breaker, but
Next series, I think, is... admittedly, it is a bit of a sleeper. I want to say a Sentinel's Dig. It's Sentinel's Dig, but honestly, it could be a good shit-slinging series, you know? It could be a really good, like, watching the monkeys in the cage with the knives.
For what felt like the last 20 minutes of gameplay. You do have the Guardian Angel up on Sven. He tries to drop the culling, forces the Spirit Rush out of Saint's Ari, who's still looking to maybe try to get some value out of those second charges. Vulcan throws up Unbreakable. Saint still looking for a little bit more. Last Spirit Rush.
Just wake up for Genji HLE and pull a Yamato? No, guys. I can't. If I ever fall asleep on stream, I'm not turning the stream on for like a week. No, I'm such a loud snorer, by the way. No, 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 no. I will not get caught lacking. I will not get caught lacking. Okay, they have to walk in here. Oh, good equalizer. Vulcan is getting one shot. Oh my god, Aphelios is frying. It's a good disengage wall. Oh god.
Vulcan recalling right now, trying to go back to base and heal up. Damage onto the Baron, about halfway dead already. C9 are now the ones tasked with stopping the objective. LYON called the bluff, and C9 are now forced to scramble. Baron down to 3,000.
Aye, aye, aye. Guys, I don't feel so good. I don't feel so good.
The equalizer there. The difference was perfectly placed by Dokla. You know, even with the Guardian, even with the Locket, these tools to try to negate it somewhat.
I don't feel so good, guys.
Roasting Cloud9, and now not only did they lose the Baron, they lose it right before the Elder. So let's watch this one more time. The seismic shove missed. Then Inspired tries to go for this Q flash over the wall. Not able to find the Q flash, unfortunately for him. And that's twice this game where he has whiffed. Rare mechanical errors from Inspired, but that equalizer softened them up so much that C9 didn't have the confidence to re-engage. And look at Thanatos.
Oh man, yeah, Aphelios does have GA. I don't know, how does he die? Is he about to trade out red for green as well? Is he going to have green-white? Oh, Thanatos, bro. That's actually like a sizable chunk, too.
Up and ready to proc for both junglers and both AD carries. So 7 lives for each team to get through here as the Elder is about to
Oh, they couldn't one-shot him. Oh my god, that was so good. And now Vulcan's chunked. Vulcan has to base. He can't play on that HP. Vulcan legit can't play on that HP. Oh man, and Arya's going to be here way earlier. Oh, he's not even reset. Oh no.
So Vulcan's gonna have to take the fight at 20% HP.
Vulcan's gonna send Glacial Fissure and die. That's pretty much the lot that you are dealt if you're going to fight with this much health.
Okay, I need to move my camera down here. You'll see why soon. Oh, guys. Guys, I'm scared. Guys, I'm so fucking scared.
He'll return to his home as Dokla clears out the wave. He's going to go try to answer top. Dokla does have his TP ready to join the fight.
Sven is on mid wave. Dokla has to go and catch top wave. I think C9 are going to force on this little window. Look at Vulcan. Vulcan's got a weird angle. It's freaky. I think the top wave has been dealt with. There's the TP. Look at Saint on the flank. That's a big deal. He might just end up going over the wall instead. Oh my god. Wait. That's kind of crazy. That's kind of insane. Oh, but it's so much damage. Can they even play? Oh my god, that Infernamar is huge. Oh, Blabber's not dead. It's kind of bad that Blabber's not dead. Blabber kind of needed to use that. I mean, if it just resets, it's okay. If the entire fight just resets, it's not the worst in the world. Oh, God. Blabber's gone back to base, and he doesn't have ult. I think they're calling the bait. Oh, man. Oh, it's a horror. Oh, Saint's caught! Saint's caught! Oh, but he's dead. Can he flash anywhere? He actually flashed out where he can kite a little bit. That damage is sort of meaningful, you know, and Sven's not dead. And Blabber's back. Yo. They have to. Can they one-shot him? Blabber's not going to have W on spawn. But there's a J. It doesn't matter. Can they end? Do they have a wave anywhere? Do they have a wave anywhere? They've got a wave mid. That's it. They've got it. Oh my god, what a crazy end. Holy. 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 Yo, APA is looking reinvigorated on this team. Genuinely. He's looking so good, man. Holy moly. Dom is NA Tabe confirmed.
What a finish to that one. Explosive game.
Did he just thumbs up the other? Did APA get up and just thumbs up?
But they made some great plays, able to pull themselves back in and keep it really close.
Oh my days.
When it mattered
What
most,
a
APA
crazy end.
finds that seismic shove.
That was like a 6k gold swing off the top play that they fucked up.
And that created the chaos that allowed Sven
That was so risky.
The first blood in bottom lane where Blabber and APA aren't on the same page, it feels a little rough. But then APA getting the solo kill on Saint in the bottom lane, talking a little trash after, finding the game-winning play onto Saint.
Yeah, C9's fighting generally, like, looks a lot better. It looks a lot better. Alright.
We're gonna have Sven as soon as he packs up his
Uh,
run over here. Someone's got to
Shattermans. I'm going to run 2.5 minutes of ads.
It did actually look like it was gonna turn back.
I'm going to run 2.5 minutes of ads just to keep the timer topped up. We are going to watch Sentinels dig.
Really clutched it in that final fight.
If you are going to leave now that the C9 series is done, thank you. Thank you for dropping by, like, regardless. We are going to be doing as many of the LCS streams as we can. If you're not in the Discord, feel free to join it. You just get more notifications, clearer notifications on when I go live. So do feel free to drop in. That's that link there. I'll also... I don't think it's against TOS to do it on YouTube chat, right? I don't think it is. There's the Discord link for the YouTube chatters as well. Just, again, more direct notifications, and obviously I'm in there a lot, I'm talking in there, etc. So feel free to join it if you'd like. Feel free to join it if you would like. But yeah, we are going to do the extra series too. Do not worry about that. Everyone is very excited for Sentinel's dig. Yes, exactly. Alright, let me run these 2.5 minutes of ads. I need to use the toilet. I need to grab a snack as well for myself. I'm a little bit hungry. So I'll be back in a sec.
Because that was a banger. The final fight was just absurd. Yeah, I mean, Berserker got so fed in that game. It seemed like such a problem, and then you were also didn't have Thanatos.
I don't say I thought it was lost, but I kind of like felt like, oh shit.
Yeah, so when APA finds this catch, like, what do you...
Alright, be right back, guys. Thank you so far for the support. Much love.
Yeah, so then Berserker's caught an Elder, but just, you're gliding on him right here.
I'm kind of cranking in this fight, yeah. I mean, Lucian Brown is really good in like a non-5v5. Like, you know, like a split, like 2v2 here, 3v3 there, like kind of fight where like you can just keep hitting someone. But I think we had such a big lead, and then they had a big lead in the last situation there, and we were like we're down one man, and they were like low HP, and they had Elder like on 4k HP. Yeah. If I just stand still and maintains the flank without, you know, getting flipped by Talia, it's over. I think we can't win.
Yeah, I mean, we have stats from the series. I think the most important stat is you won both games.
Sure. I don't know, like...
Yeah, I'm not sure. What do you think? How do you feel about your matchup with Berserker? You did trash talk beforehand?
I think in game 1 I played lane really bad.
Okay.
The matchup is losing early game. Comrades was a strong lane, obviously. Yeah. But there's like a difference between like giving CS because you can't farm it, or like just missing it. I just missed them. So that's like not so great. But I think we got a double kill in lane. And then I died to Ezreal ult afterwards. But if I didn't die to Ezreal ulti by basing on a ward, which my coach will kill me for later.
You might get that walk past.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty good. But second game, I think we played lane really well. That's a hard matchup. Early game, we were even farming the whole game, and I think we had a mistake somewhere that made us lose streak. But otherwise, I think it was a good game from us overall. But we were kind of nervous about LYON because we were kind of like stomped in scrims like last week against them.
They stomped you in scrims.
Yeah, well, 2-4 win-lose, you know. Sure. But like when you're in C9, it's like 2-4, it's like all hands on deck, you know. So I was a little bit nervous coming into it because I think they're pretty good in lane. So yeah, that's why we banned like Ludwig and Nico against them. So we're like, yeah, just take that out. Yeah, you know the cringe champs.
Speaking of stuff your coaches will kill you for, APA brought up the 6-minute scuttle.
Oh,
is that now a dedicated C9 thing?
Yeah,
I mean, it's a dedicated everyone thing.
So Dominate joined the team, and he's only added on to the jungle propaganda. So basically, in case you don't know, if you full clear twice and kill a crab, you know, the first crab, top or bot.
6.
Yeah, and then the third crab gets level 6. And if it spawns bot side, and they get level 6 on like Sin Zhao or something, you can't fight Drake.
Yeah.
So the third crab equals you lose level 6, and you lose the Drake. So in Blair's mind, that's might be the whole game. So why wouldn't we go there and kill ourselves and still lose the crab and the Drake afterwards?
Because you're going to lose the game anyway.
Exactly. So it's lose-lose.
You just said crab is broken as you walk past.
And I thought Dom would like, you know, reel Blabber in a bit, like hold back his, you know, suicidal tendencies in the game. But he's like only adding on to the propaganda that crab's OP. So now we have like a thing like all hands on deck.
Including top TP?
All hands, including top TP. What part didn't you get?
That's right, I'm just making sure, just checking it.
It doesn't matter how many plays, how many minions you lose, the crab gives level 6 and Drake. But if it's topside, it's fine.
Okay, then that's good to know. That's good to know. APA is the player of the game. We don't do player of the series anymore.
Okay, I will say he was kind of performing in the whole second game until he wasn't.
Okay.
I think there was a lot of time where we're like, guys, their only play is sitting in bush on side lane, ganking either Xante, who's unkillable. So it's always going to be Ian's side, Talia's side. It's like, yeah, sounds good.
What did Fan say? So here,
okay, so this is
I voted for Sven. I personally voted for Sven.
That's just messed up.
These two voted for Mr. APA.
I voted you player of the game in the first game.
I don't think I played that amazing besides the last team fight in the game 2.
Yeah.
But to my defense, playing like a losing lane in game 1 and then playing against Nocturne Oriana, really unskilled combo. I just want to say.
Of course.
Well, it's game by game, so I voted you game 1.
Yeah. True. So you still get one
single game.
Oh, that's not bad actually. I think those.
So you split it. Okay, Sven, thank you for joining us. Congratulations. 4-0. You're yet to drop a game.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Top of Swiss. After the break, we're gonna have Sentinels for stinger toss. See you there.
Fuck, bro.
Nice.
Red Bull gives you wings.
The human body was built to move. Not trapped at a desk in one singular posture for 12 hours a day. It's time your chair evolved. This is Secret Lab Titan Evo. Ergonomically engineered for you, gamers, hybrid workers, artists, backing your every move.
All right. Hello, everyone. How was the interview? I could hear it in my ears as I was walking around my flat. Sven sounded like he was being incredibly funny. He said Dom is adding to the jungler propaganda. It's very good. Do I have a bite? 1 second. Do I have a bite here? Fucking kidding me? I have a bug bite on my forehead, man. Are we for real? I have a bug bite on my forehead. What the hell? I like rubbed my forehead. Rubbed my forehead. I was like, damn, that's sore. Lo and behold, bug bite. Right. This is Sentinels versus Dig.
Welcome back to our second series of the day, Sentinels versus Dignitas. We spent too long talking to Sven, so we have to get into this really quickly. I was going to talk about how Sentinels was not on the same page last week, and I have a dragon fight that is a perfect example. Look at this. Hambach is at 25% health, and he pulls the Drake while Rahel is going bottom.
Suicidal tendencies in game, he says.
Rahel wanted to hit minions. Impact wanted to
My
go
goat.
Who he wanted to fight. Hambach wanted to do the dragon. That's 4 different things when you need to be playing together. So this was the story of the series for Sentinels, is everyone had a completely different idea on how to play the game, which is something they need to work on in order to have a chance. And I thought that was the perfect example of them not being on the same
Forgot
page.
about that play. Completely.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like there were many plays you could pull from that, because for a team that with so many veterans, etc., I thought they'd be a lot closer. Obviously, we also have FBI and Ignar here.
Yes.
Wait, what's this?
The iconic duo.
As we have to point out.
Excuse me, broadcast, just for 1 moment, for 45 seconds, if you don't mind.
Be ready.
Mr. Shynock.
LCS studio production quality? No, absolutely not. I'm a one-man show, and I can only do.
No, I can't play. The music will get the VOD entirely muted. GG. It will get the YouTube VOD nuked.
Fun fact for you, FBI.
Nope. Can't do it. Can't do it. Sorry, Mr. Shynock.
Second place that
Sorry, Mr. Shynock.
acquired in this last series is actually Sven Balkan.
But what did he get though? Did he get co-streaming rights? Let me see.
With FBI Ignar, who are now back. And the question for you, Raz, as we get into predictions, I'm going to predict Sentinels because I feel like they're going to be able to pull it together.
We got LCS co-streaming rights. W mans.
This week, and this Dignitas team was power ranked very poorly.
Yes.
How do you feel like this FBI Ignar lane is going to work?
Everybody looks
Wow.
for me positively,
Mr. Shynock.
and expecting FBI after the Worlds run to be incredible.
Yeah.
And then we looked at Ignar and it was like, well, this was going to be
Excuse me.
kind of reforming in a weird way. Ignar is somebody that from the
He's streaming the first game.
was
Oh,
somebody
lovely.
that was
Happy for him.
The secret sauce for the team. Somebody that can place wards aggressively.
That reminds me, I need to reach out to. I need to message.
Ignar sauce.
Up to the camera?
There's something on the back of that, Rez.
Oh, it's the expiration date. So the expiration date is from last year in November.
No wonder it looks watery.
Because he's been out for a year.
I mean, so
are you gonna try some of that?
I feel like it's still.
Is it still good?
What is he?
Oh.
Raz.
The aftertaste hits, but it's not bad. It's actually not bad. I'm going to give it to Dignitas. I actually think it's fine.
Okay.
It's a substance. The texture is maybe not great, but I think it still works.
It has texture.
I saw your face when you drank it. That's expired, Raz.
You have to give it more time.
Okay.
You have to let it marinate, like fine wine.
We're gonna have to talk to casters after this game. It may just be Emily and I because Raz will die. But casters, take it away.
You know, it's always dangerous when an analyst describes beverage as having texture to it. I don't know about that one. I don't trust Raz.
Never trust the words that Raz says.
Oh.
You have to look at the facial expression.
Yep.
Because he was saying it's not bad, but his face said he's going to spit it out. Like, he could barely handle it.
Expired sauce right there. We'll see if he's able to turn it back on, though, because we saw what Ignar was able to do in the past. He has won in the LCS with the core of that energy team, now back together at Dignitas, but it's been a while since we've seen him.
I will say a lot of expiration dates.
Yo, Snappool, you can't just say that out loud, bro. Wow.
You need to freak out. Like, a lot of things are not dangerous when they're
wow.
expired. they may like lose a little bit of their
Oh,
potency.
quick actions.
But it's not like everything is gonna like make you sick or something. If it's one day past the expiration date that they put on the label.
And the LCS co-streaming rights are gone.
I feel like Oreos
Alright, I'm starting
anything bad to you.
I'm starting predictions.
Oreos are the perfect food.
Starting predictions.
I'm pretty sure they're at the top of the pyramid.
Dig Sentinels.
We changed it, right?
10 minutes. Boom. Bow. Amber, because I have multi-chat on, I don't have like the ability, and just the way my layout is a bit weird, so can you just end that prediction once draft is done? And I'll move my cam so that that's out of the way. Bands. Oriana. I wonder if they're like they're hovering it, obviously. I wonder if it's worth just taking this to split it up. Like this combo just feels so annoying to play versus.
There are currently no Oreo champs.
We gotta work out. Let's get the business development team to partner.
An Oreo sponsorship. Yeah.
Little
Well,
Oreo
what
collab.
we are gonna get is the most common trade in all of League of Legends, which is Oriana for Azir. They were hovering the Nocturne there.
What do you think of 369? I liked him when he was in JDG team with Knight and Ruler. I think he's in prison right now. on that top esports team.
At the very least, everybody's thinking
But that's
about
kind
it,
of just
and
that's
especially
just
after
how his life is
the
gonna be.
series of the day where we saw very effective use of the Oriana Nocturne. They're definitely expecting this one coming through, but they opt for the better synergy themselves. Wukong and Azir much better themselves, and so both teams do get their mid jungle combinations.
And they denied the Shock Kong, as you called it last week as well. So, in a way, it's taking it away. Now we have the hover from
Which just
Hambach.
sounds more
It
badass.
does sound way cooler. So I think for that reason alone. So the Knockwave will be locked in for Sentinels, as it is, again, like you had highlighted, the mid and jungle combination. So let's see if they want to go for an AD carry support next, maybe hold that top lane counter pick for impact.
What do you mean he's in prison? I actually mean he's on he's in team jail. Like his team is not that good.
If you want to get impact, early
Like
take
Nio
back
is a
or
really weak
something,
jungler.
and then just rely on, well, we're gonna have Rahel be the hyper carry.
Well, guys, wouldn't it be crazy if Photon locked in Cassante here? Wouldn't that be nuts?
Just get your blind pick here for impact. Renekton, the universal blind pick. So not definitely a surprise, but it's also not like a pure tank for him in the top side. So. We'll see. I mean, the enemy team's already showing Azir, so they already have a lot of tank killing possibilities. So
And Gwen.
We did see, okay, it's going to be the Gwen. We saw last week Photon pull out the Kennen into the Renekton as the counter pick, but he loves the Gwen, and it was banned against him all of last weekend. So now we get to see Photon on the champion that coming into last year when he joined the team was like the marquee pick for him going into the
Yeah, he said it himself. He's like, this is my best champ. This is my favorite champ. And everyone's like, okay, and then,
we trust
and
you.
then he kept picked it like as many games as he possibly could. And the Gwen versus Renekton is always very exciting to see how far down the arms race like tunnel that they go. Everyone taking exhaust and ignite and starting all the crazy starting items and stuff. So we'll see how spicy they do get with it. Fortunately for top lane as well, both junglers are level
My
6
biscuit just
junglers,
folded in on
looking
itself.
for full clears
GG.
usually. So top laners get to have their actual 1v1 time, which they all love.
And I love that it's two
I put the
champions that
APA
can
freak
get a lot
screenshot
of
in Discord if anyone
kills.
wants
We're
it.
looking at the fantasy scoring
Bro,
points from last
someone
weekend.
please do
Average
it.
for top was like 20 points. I remember hearing Jad talk about
Teddy,
that.
are you still here?
Hopefully somebody locked in Impact or Photon for their top lane picks. I'm gonna
If Teddy's
expect
still here, he'll do it.
more action up at the top side as opposed to just the farm fest that we usually get. But also the big story around Dignitas is the bottom half of the map, with FBI and Ignar now being out of the Visa jail and being here on stage with us today. We finally get to see what they're going to pull out for their first weekend at LCS, and it's Yanara.
Yeah, that's the Yanara I was talking about being available. Works so well here. So much carry damage on the side of Dignitas there. Their late game team fight is looking pretty beastly. We'll see about getting there. Much more of a dive theme on Sentinels, especially if they followed up with a Kai'Sa, Oriana, Nocturne, Kai'Sa combinations. Lots of pick potential here. Lots of opportunities to try and put pressure on side lanes with both a Kai'Sa and a Nocturne ults later on into the game when towers start to go down as well. So it just puts further emphasis on who can win that top lane battle and get some side lane pushing power towards the mid game. You know, if your top laner gets their quest first, you can start snowballing your experience pretty quickly. If you get the advantage in Renekton versus Gwen, and then you can start getting side lane pressure, and you can start getting advantages in towers going down and get more territory in the map for the mid game, then you can really snowball a lot with those picks.
So it'll be on Photon on his pocket pick Gwen to stop that from happening. I've been very impressed with Photon overall.
Is it a pocket pick if the champ is also meta? Does pocket pick, does that just mean your specialty? Because usually it's like, oh, something that you have in your pocket that other people don't have in their pocket.
Okay, so you think it's like there's an exclusivity clause to this?
That's what it's supposed to be like.
Okay.
I remember way back when LCS was doing the pocket pick series of videos, and you know they did like Frog and Anivia.
Decent chance Dig wins. Yeah, I mean they have a very can-win draft.
And so that was
Entire Sentinels draft just relies on Orianna Nocturne.
Really popular. And so everyone's like, well, I mean, yeah, he plays Lucian, but like everyone plays Lucian, and he plays a lot of other stuff too. Is that really
so you're a man of the people, you're just echoing the
Jamada, who are you rooting for this series if you have a pick?
I mean,
yeah, I don't get to put my hand in your pocket. We're not close like that.
You definitely
I'm a big Photon head.
As you inch further away from me on the desk currently, but we have the draft
From his time on Vitality.
Last pick here for Dignitas. Their composition was lacking a little bit in primary hard engagement.
Excuse me.
Wukong, yes, Azir sometimes can find angles, but I usually see Wukong more as that follow-up engage. Alistar is that kind of big engage tool that they can just throw in there.
We're just hating on Palafox, no?
Can peel a little bit.
Oh, you are appealing to my evil senses.
All right, looks like we have a little bit of a pause here as we get on into it. I hope we don't have to fully remake it.
I think everyone on Sentinels is legit, except for Darkwings. That is true. And even Darkwings, I think, is liable to have pretty good games. And his lane opponent this series is Palafox, so it could be okay.
The FBI and Ignar were in Los Angeles and actually playing with the team, so great to catch up with the team, see how things are going. So far, vibes are good, despite starting off on a rough note. They didn't have the roster together, so they're chalking it up to a little bit of unlucky. Now their season really begins. And Sentinels, on the other side, similar story in that they didn't have a lot of time to scrim with the team. And now they actually have had more than a full week of practice under their belt. So I think
bro, I just really don't rate. I do not rate Palafox as a player.
Sentinels way still, just because of how much time they've had together. FBI and Ignar. I mean, they got in a couple days ago. They're still probably experiencing jet lag right now.
Yeah,
like I remember there was that like article where he came out and he like kind of flamed the casters and the commentators.
In the opening weekend, and so very excited to see what Dig can do.
And then
there's a couple of small things.
There was that like
you know, to clean up, and it would look completely
the next series. I think he's solo killed in 5 minutes.
Kind of reunion of the Energy Boys with FBI and Ignar and Palafox. You know, even maybe they don't have a lot of recent time together.
Like, bro, we are for real just living off that 2023 split, man. Well, 2023, yeah.
Pick up where they left off.
GM Jonathan did have a note on that quick before that story, though. We had an update that it's Impact's monitor having some flicker issues, so they're replacing the cable. Hopefully that sorts it all out.
Need to be able to see what's going on.
Imagine actually being able to play the game correctly.
Dude, if only we had Pagoda spring rolls
he said that he's already
in the UK.
Of that past synergy from the Energy roster.
If only.
Even with them only being in the house for, you know, like a day and a half. And just being there again, it was vibe central, man. They were laughing, they were joking around. I heard multiple times during scrims.
Dude, I remember being in the States and like walking into a store and seeing Pagoda on the shelf, and I was like, oh my god, like that's the thing. That's the thing that I see on the LCS broadcast. That's the thing that I see advertised. Oh my god.
I mean, that in itself is just such a positive thing to hear.
It's always like very surreal when you go
for a lot of fans that have been,
when I was going into different you know, different American stores and seeing products that I'm just completely used to seeing through either a screen or whatever. Palafox, bro, why are we standing up? What gone for you, bro? Did you go to Costco? I actually don't think I went to a Costco. No, that's one of the few places I didn't go to in the States. We have Costcos here, but I don't know if they're exactly the same.
Saying last year, especially in all of you know, the interviews and stuff, it was definitely a roughie. So yeah, they just cleaned house from top to bottom, and we'll see. So
Alpha standings try and get blood moving to the brain. Oh, bro.
We were kind of highlighting their new fancy jerseys.
I mean, you're not
now is
wrong.
Cursive on the, so
can you still write cursive, Kobe?
They're classing it up a little.
Do you remember?
Honestly, I'm going to say yes with a confident yes, even though I haven't tried.
Okay.
So
how do you do an? I'm trying to think of the tough ones. Like F, it's like double loop.
There's an S in my name, and it's the capital S. It's kind of hard to do. It's kind of weird.
Same with me.
It's a little weird.
It's a fun one to do though. Fun one to do. As Palafox is currently standing up, he's taking power stance. I like this.
That.
Getting ready for it. I learned some fun information about some of the players too. We'll talk about Sentinels in a little bit here as well. But just I have all this fresh Dignitas information
on a scale of 1 to
mind.
10. How fun is this information you're about to deliver?
Are you a fan of Diet Coke?
No.
No. Well, then you might not be as into it.
Oh, dang it! I'm not the target audience.
I heard a couple of bits. Maybe hopefully this isn't competitive integrity issues I'm about to unleash here on the live broadcast.
Not.
But I heard that Palafox as a mid laner, his performance in the Rift directly correlates to how many Diet Cokes he had beforehand. And there is an upper limit. Like if you have too many, it is a detriment. But there's like a sweet spot.
I like Kangas. Yeah, I like Kangas too, man.
His preferred is of course a pop.
How many? What's the number? What's the sweet spot?
I believe it was 4. That's what I was told.
Holy that is a lot.
Well, throughout the day, like he's maintaining. It's not like he's chugging 4 and taking to the stage. But
I'm
I did not
surprised we don't get bathroom breaks and pauses all the time for that. 4?
That's a good point actually.
Holy.
Props to Palafox. I didn't catch up with him before the games to ask how many he had ahead of today's game.
Okay.
So I can't tell you what level he's going to be at currently.
Well, we got time now, so.
Oh, true. Can we get a ref in there?
Let's send somebody.
Production, can we get a lower third updating us at some point in the game? Maybe
also, while we're asking for stuff, let's get a custom-made graphic pop up for our Palafox.
They're calling it the least American mid lane diet. Yep.
If he's popping off, he's up to 4.
All right, chat, we're going to need guesses as well. Chat, spam in chat the number of Diet Cokes that you think Palafox had today.
He's standing.
I see.
Do you see any there? No, I see a Red Bull.
Oh, Red Bulls don't count.
I don't think they count.
No, those don't count.
That was not. At least it wasn't factored into the.
Is he drinking 4 Diet Cokes and a Red Bull and a water and a coffee?
I would hope not, but we did also go to the gym.
Hey yo, Amber, have a good night, man. Thank you for being here.
That pre-workout could be. Do you take pre-workout?
Much love.
Oh, you don't?
Nah, I don't need it, bro.
Jealous. Wow.
I don't need it, bro. Yeah. That was like the most Kobe thing of all time, by the way. Like obviously Kobe just has energy on demand. Just like the idea of Kobe needing pre-workout is really, really funny.
Are the funniest to me.
Humbug's just confused.
Well, whatever's going on with Impact Screen is looks confusing.
Yeah, clip that, tweet that one out. That's for our socials team to be like, yeah, when your pause going into game number 1.
Oh my god, the Ryoma Ica days. Oh, Ginger Shibar.
Style,
oh, you think so?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead with your fun info. What you got? What was it? Or
I'm hearing actually there's another update that they're changing some settings in the client now that were not correct for Impact. So that is what's causing the follow-up delay. But it appears that the first issue is Soundbug, man.
Yeah, now that I pointed out, you can't get.
I can't stop looking. I can't
Neither
stop
can
looking
he.
at him. Yeah, true.
He's staring at.
He's looking.
I want to. Can we get a visual of Impact Screen? Some crazy stuff must be going on.
We're requesting a lot of stuff from production right now. They still haven't gotten us the Diet Coke graphic. But oh, look at that.
It's better to ask for forgiveness than permission.
Also, I'm hearing, Kobe, that chat has actually come in on the conversation for the Diet Cokes. They think it's either 6 or 7. Shoot.
Yeah. Okay.
We're really gonna.
Turns out it was 8.
Oh no, that's at the upper level, upper echelon.
Brilliant.
It's acceptable here.
Too many.
They're
starting to chat in there too. Is that allowed? I guess it is allowed. Another 3-hour pause. XU's calling for a 3-hour pause.
Don't jinx us.
I see.
Darkwing said we're back in Toronto.
FBI says I still have jet lag. When did he touch down?
He touched down, I believe it was Wednesday. Maybe Tuesday. Ignar and FBI came in a day apart from each other. I don't remember which was which. But basically when I was there Thursday, that was
Are
their
these some
first
Unk
hole
players?
together as a team
Low-key,
where they
yeah.
start scrimming, and it was funny.
Low-key, the more you think about it, yeah.
By the way, he did go to the gym afterwards also, while jet lagged, because he's saying he's trying to fix his sleep schedule, stay awake longer.
That helps with your jet lag, for
Exactly, yeah. But it was a struggle, and the team was talking about it. They're like, look, we're just going to try our best. I even like asked some of them. I like to do this with players. I did this with DSG last year. Of like, hey, when people hear your name, what do you want them to associate with it? What do you want your brand to be as a player? And a lot of them did just say vibes. XU, Palafox said vibes. FBI said old.
I want vibes to be my brand.
Vibes to be the brand. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, lean into it. Why not? But FBI said old, and he's only 26.
I want old to be my brand.
That's what he wants his brand to be.
Hell
he's not even
yeah.
like close to the oldest player in the league.
All right, we're just gonna call him Unk from now on. Unk BI.
Hunk BI, you'll be nice.
It's like the meme where Obama's putting the, you know, the medal, yeah. But just put old on the medal. There it is. I want to talk about Sentinels, though, because this is the newest organization in the LCS. And first off, welcome. They got one game win under their belt last weekend, but they were not able to close out a series. And I would have had them favored against DSG. I still have them favored here today. And it feels like this roster is just waiting to hit their stride and show us what they're capable of. We saw glimpses of brilliance in the early game from Hambach, but then, you know, a couple, you know, rough plays come mid-game, late game. We saw Darkwings have to pop off on Azir. Then the champion pool started to become a bit of an issue later on in the series. But I still have a lot of faith in this team. I think that they could be, you know, one of those middle-of-the-pack fighting for an upper playoff berth.
Guys, I don't want to, like... I don't want to out myself, but I've started getting grays in my beard.
That is the case. That is not good.
I'm 27 in 2 months, by the way.
I like what, you know,
I've started getting grays in my beard.
Last year, I think for a new prospect, not too bad. Oh, we're getting back into the game.
We are getting back in the game.
I'm just no, don't say Unk. Don't. First time chatter, don't say Unk. No, I'm not cooked. Yo, no. Guys, come on now. Come on now, be nice. Be nice. Just die it or use a Sharpie. No, I'm not that fast. I'm actually not that fast at all.
I'm still thinking about how many Diet Cokes Palafox has had.
Yeah, we never got confirmation. We had a lot of time there to ask him.
We need an investment.
What about your head hair?
You know what? I'm gonna even guess. I don't think
Maddie once pulled the gray hair from my head.
Yeah, they ignore us sometimes.
But otherwise, I've never seen a gray hair in my head.
I think they might have had other things on their mind.
Yeah,
But my beard, though, my beard is coming through with grays.
They were just sleeping.
Like in the last couple of months, I've had like 4 or 5.
To try and track XU's jungle pathing, it will be cleared out with the sweeper that Ignar will start with, and that means Sentinels will have this forward position in the bot lane brush.
Okay. Honestly, I do kind of want to see how that early lane goes down.
Probably
there.
stress or some shit, or diet.
There,
I don't know what causes it. I'm definitely not stressed.
While he's level 1 at the weakest point, but it's also weird
And I don't
because
think my
Nara,
diet
she
is
has
that bad.
access to the wave, stacking up Q, then she's quite
It's definitely
strong.
not
So
perfectly
stack
balanced,
up the
but
Q
I wouldn't
here,
call it
and
unhealthy
then
either.
FBI can take care of business. Rahelen, who he have both brush warded.
Like, I'm definitely missing, like, for example, a lot of fiber. I need more fiber in my diet.
Try and utilize this to get their level 2 advantage. Nice little bit of damage here on Ignar as well.
It's the classic Alistair, though. It's almost impossible to get that level 2 first. But actually, right now, I think that they will be able to match that. So that means Rahel and Hui will miss that little window where they're stronger.
Yeah, I think it looks pretty good for them, though, for Rahel and Hui. Handling it nicely. Both junglers, by the way, are pathing away from bottom, so that's why we're watching this.
Working with Thorin, the Unk likeness is rubbing off. Well, hey, technically I don't work with Thorin, we just work on the same network.
This Renekton Gwen matchup that we were hyping up. Photon on his signature.
Wait, can you just get fiber supplements? Is that a thing?
Signature champion. I like that's a good one. That's a good one. He does get the shove in. And another reason we're looking at the bot lane so much is because first off, an engage right now from
Bro, no, JK Bowling, don't even talk about don't even talk about national insurance contributions. I paid my taxes today. Yo, I paid my taxes today. Legit, I wanted to explode. I wanted to explode. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was, but oh my god, I was like, I was stressing doing that shit, man.
They've played under Jonathan, GM, previously for, you know, Golden Guardians, but then on the CLG Energy.
Does it feel cool that you have more viewers than Sergio Aguero when you're both co-streaming? Wait, what is Aguero streaming?
just arrived.
Wait,
Honestly,
Aguero
looks like a
streams?
brand new team here for
Serious?
Dignitas.
Wait, I'm
You
looking
see
that
the
up.
0-1
Are
at
you?
the top of the screen? It's different guys.
Inauthentic,
What?
You know, reflection.
They did definitely, like, it was super duper a loss, though.
Super duper.
Yeah.
Valorant.
Super. We throw the duper in there as well as X.
My goat.
Finds himself in some
He likes Valo.
trouble.
Hard.
The lane phase was. And you
He has
can
92 views. Wait, someone link his. Wait, someone link his channel.
Quite
really doing
decent.
this?
Wait, someone link his channel.
All the answers to the Diet Cokes. That's what I'm hearing this was.
Why you started this? Why are you disappointed? I think it's kind of cool.
Yeah?
Yeah, because now people are going to speculate. If he makes a bad play, they're going to be like, that was
true.
a one Diet Coke play.
True.
And then he pops off. They're like, oh, that's like 20 Diet Cokes right there.
It's become a rating scale.
He's cracked.
Yeah. All right, well, right now, XU only has his bot lane to play with him as Hambach and Darkwings are roaming down, fighting for the Scuttle Crab. Can be feared up by Hambach right now. He's still low on the health bars. FBI has to flash away. XU flashed to the wall as well. Dignitas pushed away from the Scuttle Crab.
Yeah, mid lane roam means everything. Roam down there for Darkwings. Now, Darkwings actually did not get
Where is he, though?
takedowns, obviously. No kills here or anything. So he ends up losing out. When you leave your lane,
He ain't even there, bruh.
it does greatly reduce your passive stacking for your quest.
Oh, I see.
And not only that, but also Azir gets the free shove in the whole wave and gets to go for a nice recall there for Palafox. So Darkwings will keep track of the quest and see if that ends up being meaningful. If he, Palafox hits it a little early and then there's some kind of power spike with the boots and is able to actually utilize that, because usually in Azir versus Orianna, Azir level 6, going to look for a lot of these all-ins, going to look to burn Orianna flashes, and if you have Azir plus Wukong here, then maybe they'll be able to look for some kills. And even with an Alistar roaming around, Ignar, he was always one of the supports that roamed the most of any. So if he gets over to mid lane, oftentimes you're really looking to burn through Orianna flashes over and over, so that
He's part owner of K. Oh, crew. Right.
Darkwing missing out on too much CS, though. He was able to catch a lot of that wave. Both mid laners TP back, so still even there.
Oh, I see.
Top lane, also despite Photon getting the push on impact early, has kind of equalized. So we really do see Sentinels, in a pretty solid position currently, with bottom lane being the one area that has a bit of a lead over their opponent.
Photon
hits level 6, goes for the all-in onto impact, but won't actually full commit onto that one, just throws out the needlework. We'll trade for the Dominus.
Photon feeling pretty good here on his champ.
Oh, the Ignite to stop the bag.
Pretty
Wants
good.
to keep impact in lane.
He doesn't have jungle coming or anything, but it is going to make
So Jamal, do you like Photon? Yeah, I rock with him.
And is under a bit of pressure here.
I rock with him hella.
Wave towards the middle of the lane.
And maybe this can get in the head of Sentinels. We see Hambach heading towards his bottom side, level 5 on the Nocturne, so we're not...
Oh, really good circle.
Yet, as XU's also down
Oh my
here.
god, Rahel's just getting fried.
Aggressive under Rahel, response flash, as he also has to burn the summoner spell. So it's both flashes down in Sentinel's bot lane, as XU now spotted by Hambach in the river. 3v3, as FBI will just start hitting the wave and push this out.
Guys, Crab is up top.
With Q charged up, it just feels so fun too. You feel so powerful with it. They got a lot of pressure.
Why is Leon so ass? They just tilted really hard, bro.
See if they're going to be getting sort of repeat once that Wukong is level 6, because both junglers closing in on this critical break point. Nocturne, of course, is going to hit it a little bit earlier because XU was walking over there. And the lane is there, but the Kai'Sa recalled, so maybe there won't be such a big deal.
But yeah, it's crazy that they're looking as rough as they do.
Heading back towards this dragon. He had started it when the scrap happened bot side, then he peeled off of it. Now with level 6 and mid lane even backing him up, it seems like Sentinels will be able to secure the first Drake of the game. XU hits 6, but won't be...
Probably feels bad to be losing to an Australian as a Korean, though. I don't think they're thinking about that.
For his Raptor. So Hambach ahead in the clear and faster to the objective on the Nocturne. Not too shabby.
All right, we'll see which level 6 jungler gets the bigger impact, the bigger gank.
Sounds like Satan might have already checked out. Who knows?
They still have their barriers to try and work with if they do get ganked, but having no flash, definitely very vulnerable down there. Right now, though, Raptors first on the menu.
XU's going to walk up and spot Hambach securing his own, as we also had Ignar hovering around there. So multiple members of Dignitas were hovering that mid lane. They are not able to find a window, though, to capitalize. And Hambach's just back to safely clearing his own camps.
Okay. Both on top side here. Photon's Ignite almost back up, by the way. And they can repeat kind of look here. He's got his ultimate ready. Void Grebs are spawning, so the winner of that fight will get some pretty decent rewards.
Yeah.
Just because there's no dragon corresponding to the Void Grebs. I think if you ever have the choice between the two, you go for dragons, but if there's no choice, if they're the only thing up on the map, then you get the extra bonus there. And Impact's constantly under pressure.
Hambach right now hovering the mid lane as XU's clearing out that last.
Did you follow that bin drama at all? Not closely.
River Palfox will walk into the brush to get a ward down. Has to flash from Hambach, who was lying in wait. So Sentinels get a summoner spell and a chunk on Diggs mid lane.
They're yoinking at least one of the grubs right now, though. So during that time, XU, I believe, is burning one down. He has a smite ready, so he should just smite at least one of them. Yeah.
So he gets the one, gets out, but with Dark Wings and Hambach threatening the kill.
But yeah, I don't think he's going to get suspended or anything.
Palafox, that will still be 2 in favor of them, plus that earlier Drake. So I'd say early game, feeling comfortable for Sentinels right now. It's basically dead even in gold. It's just those objectives that are in one side's favor.
Okay, and Photon and Impact traded ults.
I do think generally language gap is over.
That grub fight, but yeah, walking in, just the chunk of damage from knock.
I think it's like overemphasized.
As enough for Sentinels. They've got the
It's only really hard when getting like complicated things across.
The opener here.
Checking the boxes. And looking good doing it. I'll say some things that I had kind of noted from week number 1. Again, you had even said it's tough to have champ pool issues in best of 3s Fearless. Darkwing's looking pretty good on the Orianna here, just in laning phase. He already started roaming with Hambach before level 6. Now that they both have their ults, now is when I'm going to start actually putting the magnifying glass on them to say, how do they start utilizing that? We haven't seen the big play yet,
that part, yeah, of course.
I feel like we're just kind of waiting for them to find that window, to find that avenue in. The Darkwings will go for another reset, teleport back into lane. The Knockwave is a very, very powerful tool as they've already started the early dragon stacking. 2 minutes for that next one.
Especially versus Zero with no flash. So
yeah, they don't even have to wait for the dragon.
You can put that pressure on him pretty heavily. It looks like we have the jungle in.
That LA lifestyle is addicting, man.
Early warding before the dragon even gets there. You see on the bottom side of the map, XU as well as Ignar working together. Defensive wards are going to see him, though, and so Huhi and Rahel are able to get back in time here for the minion wave. Still, though, turret plate money to FBI, and the second turret plate is so close to going down. One more hit.
Really smart move there from Photon. It was a subtle moment, but because XU was spotted by that ward, I was worried, thinking, okay, Nocturne stop side. Is Photon going to be in danger? He walked all the way back. He said, my jungler's in the bottom half of the map. I'm not going to greed.
Yeah, but guys, to be honest, if you go LCS, at least you get to go to all of the EDM festivals and like kick it with all of the ABGs. That's the strat. That's the pathing. At least you get to do that. At least you get to do that.
There we go. Now he's got his jungler behind him.
Oh, hold.
Slice and dice, throws up the Dominus.
Impact flash.
And XU will go in with the Cyclone. Impact.
Oh my god, 500 heal. Oh my god, XU's dead.
First blood, the Photon traded back 1 for 1.
So it's first blood. Actually, is going to give you bonus gold again and assist money on that kill. So a lot of extra gold to the side of Dig, even though it's 1 for 1.
How's the K barbecue scene in LA? I hear it's good. I hear it's good. What city do you think has the worst distractions for athletes? London for footballers or LA for LCS players? Oh, LA for LCS players, and it's not even close. Oh my days, LA for LCS players, and it is not even remotely close. Bro, the level of vice, present in the city of Los Angeles. Yeah? Don't even get me started. Don't even get me started. Don't even get me started. Isn't the West End worse? Fuck though. Not even remotely. Not at all.
And last year, not the best showing from Impact. We kind of memed about it, you know, worst year ever for him as a player.
Like, yeah, obviously there's like a certain level of what you can do out there, but like compared to LA, like nah, bro.
I landed on 6. As the final score in terms of like worst year ever to MVP.
You get like 2 6-7s per day, okay?
Well, okay, the first one was not mine. That was Chat's.
Okay.
That was Chat's, and just me echoing it for them. As a dive comes in from Ignar right now here on the Rahel, all alone under the turret, as Ignar will tank up all the shots. FBI with the kill.
Well, that was very unfair.
Okay, well, bottom side of the map is just going to get destroyed now. They're going to push very heavily on this one. Extra money off this turret plate. The Dignitas here with the intended roster, Kangas.
Yep.
Making some gold leads for themselves. Even
Hold
though
on
they're
now.
losing out significantly on the objectives, they are getting some gold.
Dig can maybe do a thing here.
They want,
huh?
and namely Yunara here. FBI on Yunara. Kraken Slayer is done. Has a decent little lead for himself, and that champ definitely has the capabilities here to carry as long as you get hit by the Orion combination.
Oh, Alistar's here at least.
And on top of that, he had gone for the coal to match Rahel. So even though they were kind of accepting, yeah, we're just going to be farming, getting our gold that way, he's able to pick up that kill as well and now start to accelerate himself.
Gulp.
Now that he's hit that power spike, MasterCard is rewarding card holders with their chance at $50 in RP. Head to priceless.com/powerspike or click the pinned link in chat for your chance to win.
Did somebody say power spike?
That little reward there.
Yeah, thanks, buddy.
Did somebody say power spike?
By the way, for those who didn't watch the pregame, FBI, he wants his
Hold?
brand to be
Hold on. Did somebody say power spike?
Yeah, he wants to be old.
One word. It was just the one word response.
Also, it's really good that my camera technically wasn't in the way of the important part of that ad.
Yeah, well, you say it, and you're stuck with it.
Yeah. I wrote it in my notebooks.
No, of course. Oh, whatever.
As well.
So I want everybody just spamming old emotes as soon as he makes a misplay. Here we go,
I want everyone looking down at this dive here. Photon in a 1v3. Work. He fancies himself.
I see.
Play. Almost deletes Huhi right there, but will survive. Meanwhile, Impact facing his own dive in the top lane. It's Exu and Palafox this time around. He does survive as well, so 2 dive attempts, but Dignitas go for round 2. Exu, does he have the damage to actually take him down? He does. Dignitas execute the dive.
Yeah, repeat play here with the Alistar ultimate is going to be enough to tank the turret. Easy picking.
I don't know how he's not dead because Photon's my goat, bro. That's why.
First tower bonus, Kangas.
Photon's my goat. That's why he's not dead.
First tower bonus, pretty nice. Herald on top of it for Dignitas, including getting the kill, though.
Yeah, I will say that top turret will also most likely fall here soon. It seems like Palafox is sticking around for it. Right as I say that, he walks away.
The last plates are pretty tough, man.
Yeah.
So they actually already talked about the next patch. They're going to walk back a little bit of the durability of taking consecutive plates.
I love Dagon. Yeah, Dagon's okay, I guess. Yo, Sawyer, what's good, bro? As in, like, no, don't get ahead of yourself when I say this, but like the Sawyer jungle, right? Like the pro player Sawyer.
Bot lane, Photon working on that one pretty nicely, so Dignitas also progressing their turn.
The high elo NA guy.
Actually,
Actually, there's 2 Sawyers. There's like 2 or 3 Sawyers I know. There's the NA Sawyer, there's the Sawyer from OS.
Yeah, a little dangerous for him up there, though. He was messing around on Nocturne side of the map. Yeah. And this is what we're looking at for Champ Select.
Yeah.
The Nocturne hover.
Actually, no, I only know 2 Sawyers, I guess. There's Sawyer from OS and there's Sawyer from NA.
Gonna have to give this tower up since his jungler is
Whom's this high elo? Oh my god. Guys. Guys, the Palafox. The Palafox mid lane genius.
I mean, that's a tough dive onto an Alistar.
That is horrible for them. Not only did they use their first knockwave combination, but they have to both end up flashing out.
NTNT.
Yeah, Palafox is a new APA now, chatting away.
I know, yeah.
I hit smite sometimes. My goat, bro.
It's okay, you know, you're not
What's
able
up,
to
Beast?
spell shield as your ult's like inspired. It's all good.
That was a 4 Diet Coke shuffle right there. That's what that one was.
I mean, Nocturne and Orianna both having to flash out after going for that play is so huge because Orianna's weakness is in the part of the game right now where towers are going down on the side lanes, so she can't really side lane. Azir has a lot of authority to go to side lanes, has so much mobility, also has flash advantage, also gonna get the Rift Herald. Where's he going with that sucker though?
That's not your side of the map. Okay, I was worried for a moment. FBI.
Maybe it just the timer ran out and it just popped out.
Nate has Nocturne addiction. I do think the combo is really OP, but I do think it's a bit of an addiction, yeah. Here is the Azir. Sentinels are getting this Drake, I think, unless XU like flashes in. Nope, they CC'd them.
That is Dragon secure for Sentinels. They don't need to take the fight. They got the objective.
Yeah, I mean, they can just kind of walk out. Okay, XU. Oh. Humbug, the ball is not on you, bro. Rahel? My go. Oh! Shockwave even killed FBI on the back end. Oh. I see. What a play. What did he just do? So basically, so yeah, lovely. Thank you, NA Production. Good engage here from Huhi. He CCs the enemy jungler, so he can't smite. Okay, awesome. XU thinks, this is a really bad choke for them to fight in. I'm gonna go. No one on the team is ready for this engage, or this turn. No one is ready for the turn. One of the plays of the game. Oh, yeah. Oh. Oh, I see. Huh. So SNLs is just new disguise this year? Nah.
Honestly, the race is like half over too.
It ain't that bad.
The one dragon coming up in 3.5 minutes, and like they just got so much. The last, what is like 2 minutes of play here for Sentinels, they just absolutely cleaned up because they've got this whole wide map now to make picks, repeat picks with Nocturne Orianna, and you know they were down a couple of flashes, but in the last play, they burned both the key ones, Palafoxes and FBIs. No Yunara flash, no Azir flash for Dignitas to work with either. So Sentinels, they have full authority to just send a Nocturne Orianna combination on these Dignitas carries.
And now another Nocturne.
Oh, okay.
Double kill to Rahel, who he
So
is on the rift.
I mean, I hate to say it, but like you kind of got what you deserved there, walking around up mid lane with no flash, buddy.
And it's perfect timing. I mean, that was 20 minutes on the clock. Is now even Impact is winning the 1v1 on a flash over the wall. Impact continues the chase. Needlework for the slow, but in comes Huhi underneath the turret trying to lock him down. But Photon will survive. Doesn't matter. Sentinels, they just wanted the big purple worm.
yeah, you know, at least this game is over soon. I've technically been streaming for, well, not technically. I've been streaming for 7 hours.
Now, let's not go too early here. They still gotta finish it.
Like low-key, a 2-0 would do me quite nice.
You heard the story of the rabbit and the hare, Kobe?
Whoa.
Pretty sure the rabbit kept getting distracted or something. I actually don't. You know, I bring it up because I don't know. Do you know how it ends? I think the rabbit's like running all over the place and like.
Blood's Ill doing 7-hour shifts.
Slow and steady wins the race.
Yeah.
But that's not really true, because like really, usually like the fastest person wins the race.
Oh, bro. Oh, brother.
As we said, they both have ults. And no flashes, so carries get seen. Carries get seen.
Yeah, I know he dashed into his team.
So good.
Okay, now they're turn to
now the counter punch from Dignitas as they look at Darkwings.
Well, what am I looking at here?
Dude. Oh, Darkwings.
Oh, I don't have Yapt emote. Yeah, go ahead.
They turned off the Nocturne turned off the lights, and all Dignitas got scared.
Wait, I was adding emote. Did they just get aura checked? Wait, did they just get aura checked?
I actually love defensive Nocturne ultimates. You know, and it's a little bit of bluffing. It's
Did they just get aura checked?
Okay, so
Oh
Darkwings,
god.
You know, he flashed away and then he shockwaved pretty nicely to pull the Wukong a little bit off him, and that's all you need. Get that distance. Then with Nocturne vision cut off, like they can't see you anymore. Yep. So now they're thinking, well, maybe we overextended. Did we send too much? Yeah. Maybe we sent too much.
Is there a Renekton behind them? Is there a Rakan behind them? All these different variables when you don't have that information. Sentinels, though, keeping their mid laner alive. Darkwings has now regrouped with the team. They're sieging mid with their Red Bull Baron power play, and will take down a tier 2 turret there. Immediately rotate down towards the bottom side. They're sticking the crew together. All right, I will say no flash in Darkwings now means that the next time, if Dignitas find a play like that, boom, they probably.
Oh, I just realized there's the video already.
Keep going with it, even if the lights go out.
Yeah.
I know it's scary. Like
No,
dark,
okay.
this is really scary.
Wait, Hakeem, because you were just here. If you're still here, like, how long until you reckon that video's good to go, Beast? How tiring is streaming versus casting for you? It's about equal. I never really found casting that tiring. If I was going into a cast actually at full battery, which was actually the bigger struggle, it wasn't really an issue at all. I would say, actually, Analyst Desk is more tiring than casting for me. There's a lot more thinking going on. Your brain always kind of has to be on. Because you have to, like, you have to watch the game, and then you have to plan segments for the game, and then you have to deliver those segments. And there's a lot more collaboration that happens. Whereas when you're commentating, it's just, you're in the now, you know? That's the main difference for me. When you're casting, you're in the now, right? Okay, Palafox tries to make a road. He's kind of done it. Oh my god, are they fucking up? Oh my god. Oh, surely not, guys.
Oh my god.
Dignitas have to make fast work on the right side because Impact's coming in. Flash for the kill onto FBI. Palafox feared up by Humber. Impact.
Oh man. Okay, Impact fried.
Impact with the double kill. Dignitas.
So Lamp, actually, that's a very like normal thing to think and like kind of assume. But for me at least, oh, XU is kind of back. Hold on. Uh-oh. Well, Humbug's probably dead. What? What? Are you serious?
Photon now has to flash to safety, and Darkwings can follow it up. Not quite going to land the command attack.
All right, Genghis, bump your impact meter up a couple notches. Pump that thing up a couple notches, because Impact, he was playing the bodyguard, he was also playing the executioner there at the end. Nicely done. And I respect the move from
all right, bad.
You know, we're looking at it, we're like, oh man, things are not looking great. Where's the angle? Maybe Palafox could do something, flash with his ear. And they actually started, you know, cook something up, and you have to take your shot to try and get back into the game. But once Impact arrived, he cut off the exit for them, and Sentinels are able to, you know, turn it right back around for themselves. Rahel getting the mana to
just no comment, bro.
More at the very end, just also pretty painful for Dignitas.
What was I even saying? Can somebody redirect me on what I was saying? I can't even remember what I was saying before that happened. Like I legit haven't been. I've been watching League of Legends for 7 hours straight. 7 hours straight. I haven't been stun locked once. 7 hours straight. I haven't been stun locked once, but that finally got me. That finally got me. That finally got me. Oh, casting versus analyst desk, right? Yeah, so like, you would think yes, you have more time to formulate your points, but a lot of the time it's not really that simple because you're under a pretty tight time constraint anyway. So there's a lot of like back and forth that has to go on like coordinated analyst desks where it's very hard to get everything out content-wise that you'd really like to.
So just a reminder for everybody. Wink, wink. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
So you have to watch the game with your brain on, so you can obviously analyze. You have to analyze on the spot in a way where you then have to talk about it in the past tense, and then you also have to prep segments, potentially graphics, all of these different like things that go on an analyst desk. Whereas when you're casting, it's just what's on your screen, what do you think is going to happen in a few minutes, you know, like that's it. And FBI has been deleted. I see.
Knocking up the follow-up of Photon as Impact yet again holding the line. Nice interrupt from XU on Rahel ulting in there, but it is not going to stop him.
Sounds more fun than casting? Nah, casting is definitely more fun. Casting is definitely more fun. I think you'll struggle to find an analyst who says that casting is less fun. Now, what they prefer, that's a different story, but fun? Casting is way more fun.
Just got instantly deleted there. I think his barrier was up. It's up now, at least while he's dead. So, I don't know. Maybe there's a couple more seconds on it, but don't even know if that would have made a difference because he got instantly.
Guys, this is a slaughter.
I mean, you're not going to build Zhonya's ever on the 80 carry, but you really wish you could because.
Well, Kaisa can.
Kaisa, true.
So
actually,
there's
right
one 80 carry that has it right there.
Yeah.
It's not the one you were hoping that needs it.
Yes, unfortunately. Let's get another look at that.
But yeah, I never really. Goodness me, man.
To secure the Baron, and then they also could just use the end of Nocturne Ultimate to go delete FBI.
Just completely fried.
Once that Yunara is done, of course they can just run through the jungle here. But yeah, the front line is so beefy. Impact moves up, and Rahel was able to just chase them on down. Nicely done here.
It being a slaughter is what makes it worth the watch. I mean, I get to hang out with you guys, man, and talk and chat for a little bit.
Now that I got to see it again in the replay,
We get some nice background footage for the conversation.
Maybe if he hadn't self-CC'd himself, he could have gotten a little more done, but who's to say either way.
I like how CS does their desk segments with their analysts. Always seem like more fun since you can kind of discuss narratives as well as the actual game. Yeah, I feel like in recent years, because there's been a lot of restrictions on what we can and can't do on the desk time-wise, it's just become a lot more of a hassle to do desk segments.
Here it comes, the 10,000.
And then again, just like the reduction in resources and this, that, the other, like pre-record, like from the LEC, have you guys seen any pre-recorded segments on the LEC this year? Oh my god, it's just a complete fisting. Aye, aye, aye. Like, there's been no pre-recorded segments. They're not even using the analyst desk segment right now. The analyst desk set. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? No, I don't watch the LEC. Well, basically, right now, the analyst desk is in the auditorium. There is no actual analyst desk.
Nice opener to the series, but we've got another one here.
4 SEN over XU. Thoughts? No, come on now.
They did pick up game 1 win.
Come on now.
Don't be a game 1 Andy, as they say.
Well, let's see what the desk has to say about that victory for Sentinels.
I'm gonna turn the audio down. Yeah, like that's definitely one thing. That's why the thing with Reckless at the end was there. I mean, they've been privy to do some segments out there at times, but it's the reason why everything is out there right now. That's the problem. Everything is out there right now. Reckon they have the desk on the Facebook Marketplace? No, no, no. The physical desk is still there. From my understanding, it's still there. I mean, it's in the same arena, but you have to remember, like, basically, you end up having, like, an additional set of, like, camera people and this, that, the other. Like, genuinely, it actually does cost to have that area accessible and worked. Now, I don't think it's, you know, I could be wrong. I'm not going to pretend like I know for certain. I don't think it's that much more expensive or hassle, but it's obviously something that they've deemed, you know, efficient enough cost-wise that they'll do it. Yeah, these guys aren't even in the LCS space right now. This actually looks a lot like this looks a lot like the cafeteria. Actually, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, Yoda. Yeah, exactly. It looks like they're actually just in the cafeteria right now. I've never been to the LCS studio, so I couldn't tell you, but if the Berlin cafeteria is anything to go by, it looks a lot like that. Oh, right, I need to, predictions, right? Docs, here we go, quick actions, manage predictions. Wow. Sentinels better enjoy your channel points. Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, not to get all political, but late stage capitalism and shareholders wanting to squeeze everything out of their investments, which means profit margins need to be larger and larger. Smile. On Gilead's co-stream, I got him to start talking about the files. I see. I see. Well, you know what? I'm going to run 3 minutes of ads. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. I'm not going to run ads. If anyone wants to join, they can join and just sit through the unskippables at this point. Gilead talks about anything but the game. Is Gilead co-streaming now? Does Gilead co-stream LCS? What does he do? LCK? Oh, I see.
His flash over the wall, gonna get caught out here. Incoming the Sivir as well. See Mumu, massive ultimate across everyone. In comes the shockwave, and they just get wiped. It's a pentakill for the Sivir. Blue team looking.
Not gonna lie, if Gilead streamed in German, he would get more viewers, but he doesn't want to or something. Really? What? Why?
So it's a bit of a risky play. It's gonna get spotted out. Xerath popping the ulti, softening up this Lilia down to about half HP. Yone looking over the wall, trying to find this MF. Can't get too much done, but does chunk down the Xerath. We're going to see if they're going to go for the engage. Seraphine flashing over the wall. Massive combo across everybody. They get completely wiped by the MF ulti. It's a Quadra as well as the Baron steal. Jhin ulti opening up. They're trying to
Holy.
for the engage here. First member incredibly low. The GA is going to get popped. Trying to dive forward, but Lucian does take down the Kayn. Lucian sidesteps the Cassio ulti, gets another kill. They're starting to get wiped. It's a triple for the Lucian, chasing after the Jhin now. Jhin on the run, gonna get knocked down. That's 4 already for the Lucian. He's hunting for the Penta. Aatrox gonna try to get out of dodge. We'll see if he's spotted here. Will be spotted as he goes across that vision ward. He's gonna try to run away now. Lucian, though, hunting for him. Can he win the 1v1? Nice little sidestep on the chains.
What is this? It's like a little sponsored segment where people get their plays casted. Clash tier 4. Oh my god. Wait, everybody lock in. Clash tier 4. Everyone lock in. Shh. Skarner. W steal. 4-man Yone. Oh my god. Oh. Oh. W Clash tier 4. Clash tier 3. It's like cameo but over Zale casting? Yes. Okay. Frogs go moo. Come on, mate. This is all you. Snipes Caitlyn. W ult. He's frying the Gwen. The Gwen has been fried. Ezreal is dead. Bard is dead. 1v4 defense. Okay. Okay, okay.
Holy smokes. You don't look so good, boss.
Tell me about it. It's a real inferno down here, and I'm burnt out.
Here, try a Red Bull. It's devilishly good.
Red Bull? Oh, that tastes...
Did you see one of the UKEL players' account's name is I Make Her Moo? I see.
Red Bull gives you wings.
I see.
Don't feed. Get fed. Scan the QR code for deals only on Uber Eats.
Who remembers Dove? God, that's a name I wasn't expecting to hear again. Sorry, who used to not talk about Gamba? Gilligan. Oh.
Sentinels versus Dignitas. We got thrown up on screen. I wasn't expecting that one.
Will this be the last game of Sentinels versus Dignitas? Or
Whoa, Kangas has the Dexter shirt on.
Sentinels, they came out big, you know, get that win in the first game versus DSG, and then Kangas all fell apart. Can they keep it together?
Fall off. Yeah.
Can they keep it together?
And we did consider that an upset, me and Jat, when we were casting last week. I still would consider it an upset here, considering the fact that Dignitas, wherever you put them on the power rankings, FBI and Ignar just got in this week. They have the excuse and also the legitimate debuff of jet lag.
Spoiler as well, I'd say 100% of people had Dignitas very low.
Here we are. Next draft.
So, and Sentinels, again, they were a harder team for me to place coming into the year just because I was like, just on paper, if we look at the peak of these players, yes, I could see them finishing very high, but it's a very full rebuild with really only kind of like Darkwings, Rahel, who having that experience together for summer of last year, and Rahel did not look like the standout performer from last week. I really thought that it was more Impact, Hambach, and Darkwings in their game wins. So, shout out to the top half of the map, but this time around, they did look better.
And honestly, Dignitas here starting out, I think, strong with this draft. First pick Varus. This champ is very strong right now in multiple roles. And I would expect it to go into FBI's hands. It's one of FBI's favorite champions, one of his best champions. So, you know, maybe they do have an opportunity to come back here. Poke Varus is very good. On-hit Varus also is in a decent spot. It just gets played way less. So you almost always expect it to be Poke Varus at the moment. But Couple of globals here for Sentinels. The Talia Pantheon, it's a match made in heaven, Kangas, because pre-level 6, you have one of the most goated combos, you know, Pantheon Flash Stun into a Talia Seismic Shove combination. And then post-level 6, you have another goated combo with your global ultimates to play the map here. So very, very strong 1-2 from Sentinels. I think the response is the most expected response here for Dignitas, though. Rise into Talia is basically the secondary Azir versus Orianna. It's always the next trade. And then the Vi, similar kind of setup there. But with all of the lanes taken out already of
Also, real talk, the Kalshi polymarket stuff is late-stage capitalism.
and you even get 2 more protection bans here.
Don't look at my Twitter in like maybe 2 weeks' time.
There's no, there's so much taken out from top lane here for that Photon won't be able to utilize into it. And you can even, like we say, further ban 2 more top lane champions here. Zehen.
Do we get 5 for 5? Because I'm still considering him best at top lane. I know he can play jungle too, but like, yes, it is a top laner right now.
It's crazy too, because you're like, well, you see Jace, and you're
Nothing ever changes, different patch, same noobs. Yes, but legit, by the way.
Jungle Jace right now is
Just go make your money, bro.
and it's actually getting nerfed on the next patch, so quite happy about that one. Let's see about the rest of it, though. Meanwhile, Dignitas here taking out some of the carries that Rahel is going to.
Is this not already a SEN win? Who's killing the Scion? Well, the Varus, as long as it's like,
Photon played Kled last year in summer. I've been on Kled watch.
as long as it's actually on hit.
I will always take a Scion on my team over a Kled.
Over a Kled? Okay.
Seeing Kled.
Rahel will probably go Ezreal here. Oh, Civ is banned, so probably Ezreal. Weird place to maybe say you could go Caitlyn-ish, but it's probably just Ezreal.
There are not a lot of scenarios where the
Whoa.
can get ahead enough
Ezreal.
to make it worthwhile. Meanwhile, we got poke for poke down there. Ezreal the answer.
And this opens up Huhi to pick a champion that can roam a lot.
Can I join co-stream on Discord? Not tonight, Beast. Maybe another time, though. I'm always happy to have people on. Also, because I'm just a little bit tired and ill.
Really, anytime that they call for it, because Ezreal can just lane so safely here.
Ooh. And it's Cassante.
Will be the Cassante.
Yep, no brainer here for Photon. Now, what we need.
Nautilus? No way.
Is he gonna go on hit Varus because they picked the Scion?
And then it will be Braum, right?
Especially if you're showing Rel or something, like you need the damage. So I'm thinking he's just gonna go on hit Varus since we're looking at a Scion, because ain't no way Lethality Varus and Rise are gonna kill a Scion later. You've got Vi actually does decent against beefy tanks. It's kind of underrated.
Poppy. Ooh.
So, it's decent, but
okay. Quick action stock.
But I still think that on hit, there's a strong argument for it. Poppy, meanwhile, is the answer for Huhi here.
Yeah. So you have a decent amount
Channel point Gamba.
Targets there for him to work with. And Rel, Cassante, and
Dude,
Vi
I really want to sneeze, but it just doesn't want to go.
On the side of Dignitas to answer it back up. Not to mention, that makes it really
Yeah, I think on hit is the way here, but I don't know. We'll see.
Assistant coach Emmy here, joining us in North America from EU. Over on GX that he was assistant coaching last year. Now, I got to talk with him a little bit during their scrims as well. The team was so confident, so happy to have a coach live with them. It's still the assistant coach. We're waiting on Swiffer, but still having somebody there that can
Think you might go AP?
draft.
Bro, it just won't happen.
A little more kind of that draft.
These guys they're not bought into the AP Varus.
They referenced giving them more confidence on stage too. So shout out Emmy. Still not the ideal position, waiting on that head coach, but I think overall we can see that the drafts are coming together for Dignitas.
All right, see if Sentinels can back this one up, can follow their first win up, and get their first series win.
Yeah.
Because you need it.
Game win
with with this like shortened Swiss, because we only have 8 teams. You really do not want to go 0-2 because you can just get knocked out next week. So very important series here for both teams.
And he's got Comet. So if you had your hopes up, put them the hell down.
3 weeks. It is a shorter split overall, but we did just start, yeah.
Yeah, so if you get your win now, it'll feel so much better, way more comfortable. You got a lot more time to work with. You know, we're talking about so many of the teams didn't have players here, didn't get as much practice time, so you got to earn that practice time.
Gotta earn it. Gotta earn it. So far, Sentinels have looked good. Huhi in particular has been a standout for me here. I actually wanted, I asked our stats guy,
Click the
Leo,
thinking Vi.
some
Yep.
stats here for Huhi. In particular, win
Of
rate
course.
for kind of the core. Darkwings, Rahel, Huhi were on DSG last year, and I said, hey, can we check the stats from that 3 core, what their win rate was when Huhi was on engaged supports versus non-engaged supports.
Yeah.
And actually, we did have that stat here. As we're looking actually here at a quote from Palafox. Oh, so actually Palafox didn't believe in this stat, first of all, because I had a hunch that Huhi's win rate would be higher, and it is slightly higher, but not that much. And Palafox did highlight on pros that he wasn't a big believer in that, but I think just giving Huhi tools to make action happen has allowed for this 3 core to find more success.
How does late game Sion die?
Now, Darkwings
That's a fantastic question.
Yeah, I mean,
That's a fantastic of boredom.
Because Palafox was not impressed with engages at all.
Of boredom.
And yet, you know, like you, everyone's always looking at him as being on every team that he has been on, such a big playmaker.
It's true though. Of anything, it will be of boredom.
For those engages, and now he is going to be on Poppy, which is an interesting champ. Where you don't say, oh, it's not like a main engage, but you have so much utility that you can use. It's more counter engage, like you're blocking a lot of stuff with W, and your ultimate knocking people out for objectives and stuff. And so, like, yeah, you can go for like charge plays on single targets, but you aren't starting the team fight for your team. Like that is Impact and Hambach. Really, and then you're there to interrupt a lot of dashes, interrupt the Rel, counter engage, interrupt the Cassante, interrupt the Vi type stuff.
Personally, I'm still saying
a lot of early aggression with
we go the hybrid build. We go Murmana into AP. You get the poke power early of the AD from Murmana and QMax, and then you get the mid game power spike of having an AP item.
They got that bot wave shoved in. Pantheon's going to go for the bottom Scuttle Crab, and it looks like XU's just passing topside, not going to try
And you completely fry.
Trade of Scuttle Crabs. It's a 3-minute
I still think it's like, in situations like this is the best case scenario. Like, it's the best thing you could ask for.
I love that interview so much, too, because...
Oh.
We're going for even more right now.
Interrupted.
Oh, God.
W blocking Ignar's crash down. That will get the flash out, as well as the heal. 2 summoner spells down, and top lane now going for their own play here. Photon,
okay.
The Pathmaker stun onto Impact as he gets back up. The wave helping Impact out here. XU.
Does Impact have more movement speed?
Photon slowed. I mean, Impact's just walking forward. Ooh, Photon barely gets the shield and gets out.
I see.
You get a gank, and then Impact just kind of runs him down, gives him a... okay, it was a necessary flash, though, from Impact, because the Vi was coming in with Q charged, and so flash for flash while getting ganked is something you were looking at last game, you know, where Impact got ganked in the 2v1 and went for the counter kill, and so this time around he handles the gank pretty nicely. I mean, he's going to say, hey, Photon flashed as well, so, you know, it's not really a detriment for me. And Impact is also winning the CS pretty early on, and it's important for Sion to get the extra health as well from the Soul Furnace there too. So CS does matter in these tank matchups, Kangas.
Moral of the story? Maybe don't gank Impact. He's pretty good at absorbing ganks. As we had kind of talked about it, joked a little bit last game of which version of Impact are we going to get. And so far, I think Impact has looked much better in his opening weekends.
Yeah, I mean, especially if he's on Sion in a tank versus tank matchup. Because Sion, of course, the champ, most notorious for still getting value, you know, gets back up with zombie form and stuff like that. So definitely, let's take a...
Okay, XU actually gets onto Darkwings, flash away towards Hambach, who actually flashes forward on a Palafox.
I see.
Split focus from Darkwings and Hambach, and now Hambach's in some trouble. No flash to get away.
Hold on. He is good, actually.
He's fighting his way back. XU
Wait, you don't follow him with the ranged Q, or?
So, Sentinels do actually win out there.
I see.
Having to walk back to turret will save the flash.
Oh, Pala is... What up on y'all? Palafox.
First blood to Diggs mid lane.
Okay.
Sorry.
I know everybody watching that has a lot of questions, but we will have to get like a list
Only for genius.
because
Only for genius.
Hambach is thinking, it's fine. Like, you come to me, we're baiting, I will flash stun, and you, Talia, seismic shove.
Yeah.
But we also need to like look at the cooldown on the seismic shove. When was it last used before the camera like went back over to it? His range as well.
Why aren't these casters glazing their genius? No comment, bro.
It has to still be up, and so it's got to be just the range issue because yeah, he wasn't in range to follow it up, so. That's a split. Like, Hombach is clearly thinking we still go for this combo onto Palafox, but Darkwings was already backing off. Then
should Hombach not be like walking off to the left a bit to try and, I don't know, I guess he's just worried about Palafox flashing on him.
And so it's nice here from Palafox to capitalize after the hectic skirmish.
Oh well, Pantheon's getting that W leash. It was 1k smite, I think, anyway from Hombach. Oh my god. Darkwings. Darkwings, oh, what the hell is going on up here? Hello. Oh, Photon. Ah, Palafox. Mid lane genius. Guys, what's going on?
We came here to scrap in game number 2. Photon will win his 1v1 as Sentinels now look
what
the
the
long enough, and he will walk away.
Yeah,
Palafox walked out of that.
Here for him is just gonna be fine, but
You mentioned it being a mud brawl. I did.
A lot of money here, right off the back of it.
I need GPW. No, but I legit do. Dude, I'd kill for some orange juice right now, actually.
Nicely done from him using the
I need to start drinking more orange juice. Orange juice, like, I don't really like many fruits or like fruit juices or anything. Orange juice is one I actually really like.
Down in Dragons, because Pantheon Q Smite, it's too much of a combo.
I'm a really big baby. I mean, I kind of low-key, I sort of blame my parents. I don't really like fruits that much. Or anything of the like, the text, like, for me it's the texture thing. Like, I just don't like the texture of like cold, mushy, like type foods. It's not something I like.
The wall did its job there, and it earned them the extra kill.
Smoothies I can handle because that's blended.
Even though the scoreboard says 2-1 on kills, Sentinels quite happy there with that last run.
Like, if there's nothing else to eat and I'm starving, like, bro, obviously I'll eat it, but I'm talking about like preference, you know?
Just to catch up on some of the questions.
No idea. I can't speak on stuff being fresh and not fresh.
The Comet build, so even if Impact dies like 2 more times to Photon solo, I don't think that changes how tanky
Yeah, like it would be blended if I do it. Like, I'd have to drink it like it's a smoothie, etc.
Nice juke.
Nice juke. That brother missed.
Able to get out of that one as FBI actually doesn't get knocked up there and is safe. He does not have level 6. Can't fully go for those engages, but we have some hovers from junglers right now. Yeah, Hombach was hovering around the blue buff, but
oh my god, it's a horror.
Okay, well, they deleted the barrier instantly at least, so Ezreal down a little bit of safety
but
there.
someone said orange juice or apple juice.
Did cost them the Varus ultimate. It's got to fish around for
I'm gonna go ahead and say
we're gonna be looking at these dragon
orange.
Sentinels last game they stacked really quickly. They got to a very early soul.
I had no idea they grew oranges over there. Lol, pardon me, I'm American.
Very well could be the case this time around again because they do
it's okay.
have Talia plus Pantheon with their global attack ability. And you could even mention Sion kind of in the same breath there, because Sion Ultimate is so useful for the mid-game objectives.
Yeah.
Being able to try and push the lane and then Sion ult down and you could just teleport right back, or vice versa. Regardless though, starting up the Grubs, next objective on the map here, and should be able to collect the remaining 2 of them for themselves. So again, very similar. They start out with 2-1 Grubs, they start out with the first dragon.
Yep. Dignitas not able to secure all of those. They will just take their 1 and then back off. Hombach will clean up the last 2, and still a slight gold lead for Sentinels. It's going to be hard for Dignitas' composition to really get in on these objectives that we've been highlighting. All out from Photon once again.
I see.
But this time cannot body block Impact's ultimate, so he does get away from that 3rd and Topo strike. He, meanwhile, hovering top with Hombach because low health bar, maybe a dive potential. Photon does not call XU all the way up though, low mana, decides to back off.
Yeah, I mean, the English have a tendency for stealing things from other cultures, so...
defense there, make sure Impact doesn't get dove.
Stealing and adapting. for our own,
reset back out to the other side.
own use.
Where are we going with that?
We've done it a lot over the course of history, haven't we?
Want to kill? I'll have flashes still.
Do they really? Yeah. Yeah, we do. As a matter of fact.
I would probably stay. Yeah, maybe we still go after the Varus. It's like you're gonna get
Nothing wrong with borrowing things permanently. No, I agree, pal. I agree. Nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with it at all.
The rail counter engage or anything, so
Yeah.
you don't have to be too, scared about your engage. So
London throughs have to be horrible, to be honest, besides like apples. No, I don't think so.
Burn through FBI's flash. Maybe you can also kill him afterwards.
When you have the Weaver's Wall on top of it all, then that's suddenly
I use my
because of these semi-globals. So even XU's
I use my partner as a gauge for this. But she lives in Texas. I think they do get a fair amount of different fruits out there fresh. One of them is peaches. Obviously, they love peaches down south. She literally went to the local corner shop by my house. Went to the local corner shop next to my house. Picked up a fruit from like the front of the stall. Took it home, ate it, and said it was an incredibly nice peach. So I'm gonna go ahead and go out on a limb and say it's not that bad.
And we're going to get the rest of the team converging. So plenty of time for Dignitas to contest this if they want to. And they're going to try and walk their way in. Huhi here.
Oh, what are we doing here?
That W nicely timed to stop Ignar, not the ball breaker from XU, and then just Keeper's
I see.
knocks them away. So hard to walk up on these objectives. Palafox in the 1v1 versus Darkwings, using the phase rush to try and get onto him, but Darkwings will survive. His team will get their second dragon, and nobody will fall on either side.
Yeah, well done. And Huhi, double ejection. Now Huhi goes back in.
Oh, hold. Guys, wait. And XU... XU is not pressing his R key. He pressed his R key on Huhi to die. Incredible stuff.
1-for-2 trade in favor of Sentinels. Dignitas even committing their top laner to the play.
Yeah, so they teleport in. Impact also comes, but he just had to use...
Guys, can we not get defensive about the word orange?
He can just clean up the bottom wave immediately.
Can we not start a
and get their extra
language war?
Here in the team fight, but they also get the push on the lanes afterwards. Impact.
Let's be civilized.
Minion wave on bottom side, and I believe he's getting turret play money as we speak during this replay. So flash for fast going in on the engage. Here we see Impact's gonna walk his way over, and he actually is not able to get the ultimate onto the arrival of Photon, but Hambach going ham in there. They get the extra kill. And as you know, more money earned for the team in the aftermath too. Yep, TP advantage for the next play.
Yeah, Sundered Sky is a great item on Pantheon, everybody.
Pretty good healing still. They nerf it, still good.
They're doing the equivalent of flinging their own shit at each other on stage, arguing the origin of orange and chat is more fun. You know, hey, look. There's not a lot of substance to this game right now. There's not really much I could bring. I feel like that would be interesting commentary over the state of this particular game. So if you guys want to talk about the origin of orange, then sure. Then sure, you know, like who am I to prevent free speech? Who am I?
Neutral objective advantage, only having one grub in their pocket right now.
Yeah, honestly, Kangas, I don't really see it with this comp for Dignitas.
I missed it. Was Game 1 disgusting?
I think their job is like kind of...
I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you guys think Game 1 was disgusting? I don't think it was that bad.
They've got Vi plus Varus possibilities.
I thought it was alright. I actually thought Game 1 wasn't that bad. I thought it was pretty okay.
Honestly, even inside lane,
like it wasn't great, but I'd say it was probably better than this game so far.
Protect him as well.
Yeah, and again, if Celia ever gets that push, you can always Weaver's Wall to the rest of the team. Suddenly,
better than LRM Koi. Oh god, I actually need to rewatch the highlights of LRM Koi, just the back end of the game. What happened in the back? Like, what could have possibly happened in the back end for LR to win? Honestly, all that I can say for certain is that the boss call was made. The boss call was made. LR went 0-4, and the boss call was made. If you people want to keep your region alive, you will let LR qualify to playoffs.
Since they don't, Free Herald, Hambach has been quite good, I have to say.
Signed LEC Commissioner
Controlling objectives, keeping the team on pace.
Artie Barkov. I'm kidding, he definitely didn't do that. But, you know, just...
Oh, we're committing to this right now as the seismic shove lands from Darkwings. Big damage on the Palafox, so he can't follow up on XU's engage.
I also may have completely butchered his name. I can't remember his name, but I'm pretty sure it's that.
Screening for each other.
Ooh. Now we have the Weaver's Wall coming down. Hombox trying to block the escape path of XU and Ignar. Even Rahel's joining in. And another seismic shove from Darkwings to find a kill. Rahel with credit. Darkwings with the setup.
Yeah, Sentinels looking pretty good here, honestly.
Autumn Barkov. Oh, Baikov. Okay, I said Barkov. Apologies, Mr. Baikov. If for whatever reason this clip reaches you.
On top of it, and Rahel with some double buffs now on Ezreal. Trinity Force double buffs Ezreal.
Why did you make him sound like that? I just tried to put on like a generic European accent. Like I tried to think of what an American would think a generic European would sound like. And then I put that accent on. I thought you were taking a dig at him? Oh no, I have zero qualms for
Last week I said it coming into this series. I was like, maybe a bit of a champ pool issue. The Azir looks great. Some of the control mages look
But it's how you talk normally? I didn't know. I put on a little accent.
I think that there is a different level of performance that we get from Darkwings. He's playing
I thought it was a botched attempt. A Yamato. No. I could probably do a Yamato accent right now because my voice is kind of fucked from the illness. Palafox? Only for Genius. Only for Genius Ultimate. He gets to just walk out here, actually? Okay. I see. Oh my god. Most Americans think the British accent is European. That's probably true. Just say come on now a lot for the Yamato accent. Come on now. You really think we were going to lose 3 times in a row? Come on now. Oh, sorry. I said 3, but I meant to say 5. You get it, though.
And they get to basically control the entire map. Push the top wave, get the dragon at the same time.
For Sentinels, it feels like things are starting to come together, despite the fact that they didn't have the roster for many days ahead of last weekend's matches. They still picked up a game win versus Disguise. This time around, it's looking like they don't want to drop a single game versus Dignitas. Very impressed with Darkwing's solo lane performance here in the mid lane, and even the rest of the teams definitely stepping up. Impact showing what he is truly capable of. Huhi roaming everywhere on the map, this time to Darkwings in the top lane. Is not going to have enough lockdown to kill Palafox, but still sending a message. And yeah, everything's just coming together.
Message received. Hambach here as well can, just in time to defend the control ward. Very important here. Nice little movement. Honestly, objective bounties, maybe you can like dream big if you're Dignitas. And try and make a side lane play to get an objective bounty, but let's take a look at this.
Even Photon, the one member that has some gold in his pocket, he's getting teleported on by Darkwings in a 1v2 here as Impact's trying to lock him down with the Talia in tow. Photon trying his absolute best.
Oh my god, wait.
Over the knockup,
okay,
to get the kill, so Darkwings will get the kill credit for himself.
Cassante was about to Cassante all over them, but did not.
Yeah, I mean, Photon, heart goes out.
That's very wishful thinking, Tokan. Very wishful thinking.
All of these games that Dignitas has played so far, and when
that's all I have to say about that.
Saying, hey, what do you want
very wishful thinking.
He had a simple answer. He said, I just want to be consistently good. Whether the team's winning or losing, I individually want to be consistently good as a top laner. And I got to say, I mean, he's drawing pressure. He's getting these kills for himself. And even last week was looking great on the Kennen. So shout out Photon. I think that he is a fantastic pickup for the region in the top lane overall.
All right. Meanwhile, back to business as usual for Sentinels. They get the bottom side kill. Impact immediately up to the top side of the map. get that top tower taken care of as well. And then with all the outer towers down, they can bait around Baron, and they are well equipped to do so. Your pick potential is crazy there with Pantheon, Talia, Poppy here, creating so much threat. And Dignitas, their #1 goal now is, all right, let's try and keep enough defensive vision that we can just go for one of those Baron steals Kangas was talking about.
Can XU do it again?
He did get a
what drive?
It didn't mean
What drive?
won the game, but it was cool. And
it was cool.
It does.
What drive is it?
Better than not stealing Baron.
I think, yeah, if you asked any jungler, as a jungler, you can probably attest to this, stealing feels better than not stealing. Although, actually, what feels best is when you just get it without having any steal in the situation at all.
Winning feels the best, but especially if you stole the Baron.
Oh, you put it in the.
Then everyone's complimenting you, and that's the best.
How close is it, though, the feeling between stealing a Baron versus winning the steal attempt? If you're like, nope, I got it, team.
What? What?
Are they close?
Winning,
comparable?
Stealing versus winning the steal attempt?
Yeah, like if the enemy jungler is trying to steal it.
Oh.
I don't see it, Beast.
I imagine the steal has to feel better, because that's like the more pop-off.
Yeah, I guess they're the same.
Feels like Dig has no direction for their macro. Yes, color. I agree.
Baron's good, and currently Sentinel
Stealing is probably better just because the like amount of your happiness was probably very low.
Oh,
because
spike,
you were
delta.
losing.
The hype delta
exactly. The delta's larger because you were probably just getting pounded for a while.
Oh.
And then you steal and you're up.
Guys, we're 40.
We're probably still gonna lose.
Well,
I see.
Yeah, that was the story from last week, but that was a 10k gold deficit. This time around, it's only 5k gold deficit. But Sentinels still have that Dragon Soul a minute away from now. They don't have.
Oh my god, this video is 3 gigs.
They can actually leave that up and just go for the Dragon Soul instead.
Oh, Pantheon.
No, instead they're just gonna make a play here onto Palafox. Pops the Ghost. Hombach gets in with the stun as the rest
Good
of the
feet.
are here. Teleport in as well.
Okay, time for the turn.
Needs the backup of the team who will teleport in themselves. Flashes away from the crash down. Photon gets in
Oh,
with FBI.
Vi's been ulted.
The Huhi ejects XU. Photon not quite out of there. FBI could be in some trouble right now.
Oh, it's freaky. Good night, FBI. Oh, it's a horror. No, you didn't troll anything. No, it's fine, it's fine.
The Pantheon coming online. 7k gold lead with 3 kills donated over and a triple to the jungler. Sentinels won't even need this Baron to start the tier 2.
Assuming this vid is perfect, it's all good. Oh, alright, that's uploading. It's just the link you sent me was slightly incorrect, but I still got there in the end. This is fine. It had a filter on it, the link. But I fixed it.
Money that you just got from killing Dignitas and taking the Baron, then go to Dragon Soul fight and
that's our genius midfielder, only for genius. You prefer you streaming LCS tomorrow? I will be, yeah. It's FlyQuest Shopify tomorrow and no, FlyQuest Dig and then Shopify TL. So we're actually going to do both series tomorrow.
So catching what happened here on the side, FBI teleports in and then gets headbutted back.
No, you're good, Hakeem, bro. Thank you for putting the video together, of course.
But that was just, Huhi again having target selection. Now back to live though. Dragon is on the table. It is the soul for Sentinels. Photon's trying to create some pressure here on the side with the help of Ignar. Poke Varus is going to have to land some big poke here because in the all-in team fight, definitely with that lethality, Varus have already prepped some of that damage. One arrow will land. XU on the flank here as well. Huki spots him out. Now XU back over the wall into the pit. Ignar hex splashes that wall. And now everyone's just front to back for Dignitas.
Look at Talia, though.
Minions are mid.
Yeah, bro. Sajed versus Masu. You guys, oh wow. You know what? It's really hilarious. You guys won't believe what. You guys won't believe what the thumbnail is on my. Oh, hold on. Wait, pause. Hold on, guys. Hold on, guys. They might win. Mid lane genius. You guys won't believe what the thumbnail is of my next video. Don't worry, they're not. They're gonna live. You won't believe it. You won't believe who's on the thumbnail of that video. We already have the thumbnail prepped. Wrap this up. Let's go to sleep, bro. Legit. This is done. I'm gonna grab food and I'm gonna play some Ninja Gaiden until I eat. Sucks I won't get to watch Genji HLE live. Like, I've just accepted I'm not going to be able to sleep in time. It's 8 a.m. start. Yeah, it's 8 a.m. start. If I sleep early-ish enough, I might do LPL. If the first series is 3 games, I'm definitely a lot more likely to do it. But no promises.
With their luxury of the entire map under their control.
We're running the stay tuned for an interview with Huhi if Sentinels wins. I've never seen that
I was just about to ask for another Huhi listening because the comms listening.
8 a.m. UK time, yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna be streaming that. I'm gonna be way too fucked up.
Or is it like, yeah, we should win these? Because they're still fun-looking fights.
They are. They are. I think that's the best way to describe them, Kobe. We're having fun.
For the Sentinels side.
For Sentinels. Yeah. And Sentinels fans, I imagine, because they've very patient for their first win here. Week 1 did not go their way, but it's looking very solid here in week number 2. For an organization, they were Phoenix 1 originally when they were in the LCS. Then Sentinels takes over the brand, and now they're back in the LCS. But this is technically Sentinels' first time playing here, and this will be their first series win if they can close it out. Dignitas are going to have to try and defend up on the top side while Photon's pushing in this bottom wave. At least there's no more Baron push.
Yeah, look, Photon's recalling too, so he can't even get the tower goal. They don't even get the dopamine of an objective bounty exploding and hearing the noise and the gold cash in.
Yeah, you do it for the dopamine right there, but now he's on the other side of the Weaver's wall, the sole member here. Very tanky on the Cassante, so Sentinels cannot quite all in onto him. Instead, they're just starting to hit this turret. As Dignitas throw out the chain of corruption, FBI not going to land it, Impact side steps. And now no engage tool there for the AD carry. Sentinels just continue the siege.
Yeah. I mean, Huhi's Poppy had been really good too. He's had quite a good game on this Poppy. A lot of good ultis, a lot of good W.
FBI could be in some trouble right now as the knockup lands from Impact. He's flicked back from Dark Wings. The setup, the knockdown, AD carry out of there. Sentinels again executing onto the one target everybody communicated that time around. And now with a 4-man defense here onto Sentinels push, it's looking dire. Under the turret, they're just getting slaughtered. XU goes back in, but the carries are falling around him.
We need to Leah Arden hot cancelled and stuff. Shh. Yeah, Dig looks way worse. Like it's bad. It's real bad. It's real bad.
That's the question on the mind. Sentinels looking for one more here onto the mid laner. Can they take down Palafox? They can. One more stands. One more to fall. Take him down for the ace. Claim the life of Photon. Welcome to the LCS.
Wow.
Sentinels in their first series.
Dig might just be the worst team in the LCS. I have a feeling they might just be the worst team in the LCS.
Very one-sided for them. 20-3.
Yeah. They had 2 deathless members on the team.
My player of the game is Hambach, but spam chat with who your player of the game is. You know, you list a lot of good options there.
I gotta double up on Hambach. Game number 1, I gave it to Impact. This time around, I think Hambach does deserve it. Nod to Dark Wings as well for following up, but Hambach set it up a lot.
All right, chat.
Let's throw it over.
That is actually just the LCS today. It's a four game day. If you laugh, you get sent to Dignitas. Yo, today has been fucking lovely, man. Thank you so much for hanging out, guys. Genuinely. Obviously, we did a lot of LEC live viewing earlier. The LCS has been completely just fucking awesome. Any of the new people who aren't in the Discord, I'll just put that link there one more time. Feel free to join the Discord. You get obviously ping notifications. People talking there, hangouts and stuff like that. Occasionally I'll do hangouts in there. It's a little bit rare, but when we have a reason to, we do that shit too. So yeah. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the LCS co-stream. We'll be back tomorrow for both series on start. So we'll be there as soon as the draft begins. Also, look how buffed this sound guy is, bro. Did you see how buff that sound guy is? Oh my god. That guy's arm was like the size of Huhi's head.
Congratulations on the win.
Oh my god. But yeah. Stream's done. I'll see you guys tomorrow for that. Obviously, like I said, we will start off the day around 14 hours-ish from now. Around 14 hours-ish from now. And that will be Genji HLE VOD review. Genji HLE VOD review. Alright? Love you and leave you. Yes, it does look like they're in the cafeteria. It's really weird. I love you and leave you. Thank you for all the love. And yeah, have a good rest of your evening, guys. Night, morning, day, wherever you are. Bye.
It was kind of natural that we kind of spoke in Korean in